How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back finally to another Premier League watch along. We're here, it's at the Emirates, Arsenal versus West Ham. It's a massive game. A few fixtures have been played throughout the day already. One's just finished with Liverpool beating Aston Villa 3-1 away from home. A good result for them. But we've got our own business to take care of tonight against West Ham. Before we get going, before I introduce the watch along team for tonight, big up NordVPN. They're powering this match day experience. They're here with us for the rest of the season so that we can give you the best experience possible. Scan the QR code up there or click the link in the AFTV description below and show some love to Nord, a special deal there for the AFTV watchers. And yeah, the team's with me to my right. I've got Laurie in the building. What are you saying, Laurie?
I'm all right, man. I'm good.
Yeah?
Welcome back, Laurie. It's good to see you.
Confident?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am confident. Although I'm noticing by the results that's gone before us that none of the home teams won today.
None.
So we've got to break that trend. But nevertheless, I'm confident. I'm looking forward to this game. Obviously, first game after Christmas. Yeah, and obviously no Jesus, but I'm looking to see how Eddie's going to do. I'm backing Eddie, man.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to touch in on that lack of home wins today in a bit anyway. Let's introduce to my left, Cecil back in the building.
Welcome back, Cecil. Thank you very much. Hey, Rod.
What are you saying?
I'm very happy.
Back in Finsbury Park.
Put a down on it. No, obviously, close to you, also happy, but yeah.
He's back from his semi-world tour.
It's not, yeah, it was a world tour.
Moving like Chris Brown, Cecil.
I've seen it with him all the time. Got the tickets. But no, it feels weird being back. Obviously, I've been in Argentina, Brazil, Costa Rica, New York, Denver, Dallas, and everywhere else, Canada, Toronto, all of that. So being back in Finsbury Park, it's nice.
It's not a bad list, is it?
It's not a bad list. It's not a bad list. But yeah, no, it's. I'm not even worried about. It's not about being back. It's Arsenal being back. As much as I'm going to be honest, I like international football. I know many people don't. I do enjoy the tournaments. Do enjoy the Euros. I did enjoy the World Cup. It's nothing. It's completely different to obviously watching your club. Arsenal. I'm glad they're back. I'm glad we're back, man.
We're glad you're back. I can't even lie. We're glad you're back.
Oh, that's nice. I missed you lot.
After that picture with a certain somebody, I thought we might be losing this guy. But
this is the first time that we've people. Me and Turkish are alright, bro. Like I got a photo. Like people that were messaging me, but look, there's no beef.
I mean, they're all right now. They scrapped in the WhatsApp.
We were talking, we weren't talking, but
the less said that the better.
Yeah.
Now joking, big up Cecil, man. He was all over the gaffer, doing big things, and a couple of questions that I'm sure the chat want to hear the answers for, and we're going to get into that. But first and foremost, James, finishing off the panel. What are you saying?
Hello, everyone. Yeah. Obviously, saw me on the Starting XI show, so I'm not going to talk about how I'm doing. I'm just going to give some breaking news. It's come in the last 12 minutes. Yep. Straight in. Fabrizio Romano, we'd seen, because we were talking about it, weren't we? We were saying, let's address these kind of rumours going around of a Mudryk bid. Yeah. Well, Fabrizio Romano is supporting the rumours by saying that Arsenal have submitted a bid to sign Mykhailo Mudryk, 40 million euros plus 20 million euros add-on. So that's a deal around 60 million euros. Shakhtar apparently want way more, he quotes, than this to sell Mudryk. Talks will take place with the player's agent to discuss about the deal. No issue on personal terms. Mudryk wants Arsenal. So that's the news coming out 12 minutes ago. It follows Mikel Arteta quite as bluntly as I've ever heard him say, we can afford players if it's the right player. We know we need players. We need depth. We're all aligned. And he's either letting the fan base know that they've got plans and that they should trust in them and be excited about it, or he's trying to put pressure on the people above. It's one or the other. But we know what Arteta wants. And it looks like we now know who Arteta wants, and it's Mykhailo Mudryk.
And the thing is, he says players as well when he mentions, January. It's not just, it's a plural. It's not just one that he's potentially after. So hopefully that is the case. On that tweet, massive news, bid been made, but he kind of dampened the fire as well by mentioning that Shakhtar want way more. I think the next step in this is going to be bid rejected, and then we're going to see if Arsenal step back in. But 40 million plus 20 million in add-ons, considering it's a young player, I wonder what those add-ons are.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, we have to take into account, as in any negotiation process, the first bid will always 99% will get knocked back.
Yeah. So it's a test up. How much money do you think they're going to be considering for? Like what? They're not looking at 100. He's not getting 100 mil. Like what? 60, 80.
The story was that they wanted close to 100, but even David Ornstein, I think, came out and said that they are saying this, but they are privately telling people, and journalists had sources saying that they would accept a lot less than that. So it's all
Yeah,
part
it's
of
just
negotiation.
leverage, you know. It's just business.
For Arsenal to go in that high, I think they're trying to say, look, we're not here to take the piss. You know, we know he's a good player. We're willing to pay.
It's not 40 million and a pound, is it?
It's not quite a pound add-ons, but
It's signalling serious intention, yeah.
That's what it is. I think they're trying to say, Shakhtar, we're not going to mess you around. Let's get this done early. We'll pay serious money and let's get it done. But what's interesting is, you know, ever since me and you were on that live Turkish saying, this looks like the guy, this looks like the target, everyone's saying it, he really is making the kind of noises that suggest that he wants the move. It started to go quiet and João Felix's name started to come up a lot and has continued to right up until even today. But now this bid's gone in. So Arsenal are certainly active. Arteta wasn't lying about that. So we'll see what they do.
But yeah, I was going to say that.
We'll get to it.
Oh, I knew this was coming.
I didn't. I don't want it to go like that because I don't want to be that sort of... I'm no in the know.
I made the bid for them. I was there.
You know, SK and, you know, JK, my guys.
Where is it?
I
I hear that.
SK.
Stan Crocs, you know,
SK
Stan
and
Crocs. And, you know, Josh... I'm joking.
You're on a WhatsApp group with them.
So, man, we've lost him, people.
No,
We've lost SK.
I'm just a fan. Big Arsenal fan.
But like Laurie said, often the first bids from any club for any player tends to get knocked back. So I'm assuming the ceiling for our potential potential bids on Mudryk moving forward is a bit higher than this 40 million and 20 million and add-ons. I guess this is just a feeler to see whether Shakhtar are interested to open up negotiations. I'd assume so.
And let's be honest as well, Shakhtar know that they've got us over a bit of a barrel. They would be acutely aware of what happened with Jesus and the fact that we need to sign somebody. So that's going to factor into how they approach the deal, isn't it? Because they know that we need...
On the flip side, Felix rumours have been picking up a bit as well. So I guess they have to keep an eye out on that and understand there's a balance to it all.
Was it more loan they're looking at for Felix?
I think loan, but then there'll be a...
option.
For a loan, there'll be a considerable fee.
Right.
You know what Arteta says about like looking for opportunities? I think we all kind of like laugh it off as, yeah, all right, you're basically just trying to put down our expectations. But I think João Felix is a very good example where there probably is a bit of honesty in what they say, where Mudryk might have been the player they wanted, having not expected a João Felix to be available. Yeah. Then Jesus gets injured and suddenly they're looking at it going, are we really going to pass up an opportunity like this when there is, listen, I have faith in Eddie to do his job tonight and in the time that Jesus is missing, but they might look at that and go, but that is serious quality when we've got one of our talisman injured. So that's what I think he means when he talks about opportunities, you know, arising. So we'll see if the João Felix thing picks up. Knowing Arteta and his ambition the way he's been recently, I wouldn't be surprised he's trying to do both. I really wouldn't be.
He mentioned, and I've mentioned it a lot, so people are probably tired of hearing it from me, but again, he's mentioned maximising the window.
Yeah.
And Arsenal not being in a position where, you know, we can afford to not maximise the window. He said that last January, so I think he wasn't as happy as he could have been last January, albeit, you know, he was happy with the outgoings. So let's hope this January window now will...
And this window is particularly important because, as I was saying to Robbie the other day when I did the live with him, is that if you think about it, the spending in this window, it could be regarded, given where we are in the table, it could be regarded more as an investment rather than, because if they do go on and win the league and these new signings contributed, no one will be remembering how much they cost, will they?
No, it's similar with Alisson and Van Dijk, because Van Dijk was a January signing, if I'm not mistaken. So
if you're getting these signings in hoping that it will get you across the line, then if anything, it's more of an investment rather than spend.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm sure that's the way they'll be Arteta will be looking at it anyway.
Massive news, but good news heading into this game. I can't even lie. It's good to hear that we've made a bid, because I've been wondering why a bid wasn't made. When in recent days we've heard that, you know, Shakhtar are still waiting and they've, you know, instructed him to come back to training 9th of January. Considering there was no World Cup for Mudryk, there was, you know, no Premier League or domestic action for Arsenal. I thought we could try and get this deal wrapped up before the new year. So 1st of January we have him through the door. That is still it could still happen with five days left of this calendar year, and I hope it does, but I do think it'll be a bit longer than that, considering you know, they want way more.
You said about the bid, happy as well as they've moved early as well, considering the situation we're in. It's good that they're not, you know, waiting until halfway through January before things are moving. They're looking to be proactive, and it feels like that was going to be the case anyway from, obviously, when I walked into a bar. But
it's funny because as well, like looking at this deal, I'm wondering how much that man that we was looking at played a part in it.
Who's that?
Zinchenko, giving up the
Wow.
Ukrainian.
Yeah, they did that interview. He did that interview, didn't he, with his wife? And he said a lot. He was flirting with Arsenal and that, from what I saw some of the quotes. So yeah,
Because often these things do make a difference, you know.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes,
Yeah, 100%.
you know.
100%.
Zinchenko saying to him, "Listen, man, this is the place to be. You know, I'm here. It's great." Blah,
Even
blah,
the position
blah.
we're in at the top of the table.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it doesn't mean anything for me in terms of a title race yet. It's still very early days. But players that we're interested in, you know, a lot of them will look at the table, see us at the top. We'll look at the squad, the young manager.
No, I'm talking more from the fact that they're both Ukrainian and.
Yeah, that as well.
get
Yeah,
along,
yeah.
'cause-
It adds to it. This all
Yeah,
adds
because
to it.
integration, when he comes here now, he knows that Zinchenko speak the same language, probably going to live nearby each other, and that's going to be a good look for him.
We agree though, it's not enough though. Not enough of a sign though, surely, as a collective, that we're not going to be swayed by just this one sign.
I think a lot of people would say that a £60 million signing like Mudryk is more than they would have expected January to do this window, Arsenal to do this January.
Yeah.
However,
position we're in.
I would agree that while if we start going to the ratings thing, it's a 7 out of 10. If we pick up a Mudryk and spend that kind of money, I'd love that intent. But then if you had a midfielder, then that's when you'll start talking about it being 9s and 10s and going, wow, you've added depth to the forwards, the midfield. You lose a player or two, we can really hack it with some serious quality.
What was Mudryk's quotes recently? I'm sure I saw something about playing on the line and running into space.
I saw something like that, but I think I'd switched off for Christmas.
I hear that.
There was, and I rarely switch off. I think even I looked at it and went, not today. No, but there was, guys, this is where the comment section, please let us know. But there was something about him, I think almost maybe trying to show that there was more to his game rather than just the running in behind and all that. But I mean, I can't remember.
They'll let you know in the comments though, I'm sure they definitely will.
Yeah, let us know. Abdullah with a super chat says, typical transfer tactic. Early bid and wait till the end of January. Hopefully player and agent can push Shakhtar to finish the deal and get a reasonable fee.
This is different from Arsenal. Arsenal don't normally do this. Lots of rumours, lots of talk, lots of... But to actually make a bid before the window's even open, that's not really like the club to do.
It's a different position that they've been
especially
in.
with the way Arteta's been talking.
Yeah,
That's a big one.
I see, obviously, the matches are on Amazon Prime tonight. I don't know why they're analysing Zinchenko.
Yeah, they've been on him for the past 20 minutes.
Yeah, you're right.
The warm-up, the clips, But
he has been massive for us.
Yeah.
I think not just in terms of when he's been in the team and the role he plays as both a left back and basically a midfielder, which we analysed on AFTV. Go check out him in focus. But also the way I think maybe Tierney's had the opportunity to learn a little bit from him in terms of the way he plays that role. And I'm glad Tierney is starting tonight. While I love Zinchenko, Tierney's looked really good in the pre-season games, mid-season games, which I keep saying. Should we look at the 11s, actually?
Yeah, before we do, Oz has a super chat. He says, personally, when it comes to Eddie, I hope for the best, but expect nothing. I understand he is limited in his dribbling, link-up play and ability to pick a pass, qualities that our striker needs. I'm assuming, under Mikel Arteta especially. But yes, let's get into the 11. Eddie's been mentioned there. Big up Oz as well. He's always on the channel. Love for the love. Ramsdale's in goal. Ben White right back. Tierney in left back. Saliba, Gabriel, centre-back pairing. Saliba coming straight back in. Partey, Xhaka and Odegaard, the midfield. The usual midfield. Saka, Martinelli, either side of Eddie and Nketiah. So pretty much the lineup we all expected, considering Zinchenko's been out a little while. And I think Tierney deserves to start as well. And on the subs bench, we have Turner, Cedric, Zinchenko, Holding, Elneny, Lokonga, Vieira, Marquinhos, and Cozier Dewberry. So that's the Arsenal side, but I know James has got the West Ham side there as well. We're going to get into that.
Yeah, we'll look at both teams on the tactical power. The West Ham team, Fabianski in goal, Kufal or Sufal? I say Kufal. Kerrer, Dawson, Cresswell, Souček, Rice, Paqueta, who I know we're obviously very linked with and a player that a lot of fans wanted at the club, Bowen, Ben Rama and Antonio. I think it's going to be a 3 behind Antonio. It tends to be almost like a 4-2-3-1. You don't see that formation as much these days. People kind of play more flat 4-3-3s. But I think Paqueta will play behind Antonio. And we know Antonio's the kind of player who, while I've never been his biggest fan, I like him, he's a good player. I do think he's a very complete forward. I think he can do a lot in terms of running behind, dropping in deep, linking up play. I think he will be someone that they'll look to play off, especially when they're looking to kind of counter, go the other way. Arsenal, I mean, the usual, Martinelli, Saka will really be quite wide. You'll have Xhaka and Odegaard. You know, we saw those quotes from Arteta about Xhaka the other day, talking about needing a box-to-box midfielder, needing an 8, and Xhaka, you know, becoming that player for him. And then the big question is kind of this, and then they'll do it, you know, they'll do lots of different things throughout a game. White and Tierney tucking in, but at times, especially we saw it with Zinchenko, we saw Gabriel, Saliba, White become the back three, and then the two kind of slot in, Zinchenko next to Partey. But Tierney was doing that really, really well in the mid-season games. I actually think Tierney wasn't, you know, when he kind of first was getting his plaudits at Arsenal, it was the dropping the shoulder, the knocking it past the fullback, getting balls into the box, being a real outlet on the left-hand side. Now we're seeing someone who's a lot more comfortable in tight spaces in midfield and showing some real kind of craft and technique there. So I wonder whether we'll see a similar thing today. But yeah, that's an Arsenal team I'm happy with, largely expected. Glad Saliba's back. We debated it on Forever Arsenal. And otherwise, I think, while I know there's doubts about Eddie Nketiah, and I know that clip of the missed chance went round on social media and stuff, and I get it. I actually think he looked really good in the mid-season games. I did. I think his hold-up play was good. I think he was running the channels in the way that Jesus would. If he could just find that confidence and get that early goal, I think, really, I don't think we should see too much of a drop-off, as brilliant as Jesus is. So we'll see.
The problem with that is, I endorse everything you say, but let's just look at it. Let's just be real now. He needs to score today.
Does he?
In fact, yes, he does.
What happens if other people are scoring? Does
even if he plays badly and scores, he just needs to score.
We need, firstly,
If he plays well and he don't score,
What if he plays brilliantly?
if he plays well and he don't score, he's still going to have the naysayers.
No, I disagree. I think
as well.
if we win 3-0 but he didn't score,
But he's
or we even
really
played,
hard.
or we win 2-0 but we played really well, I think they'll look at that and go, you know, that is true to form with Arsenal, that the number 9 hasn't got their goal, but
That's what Jesus does.
everything has been coming together and it's all been working.
Do you think that will prevent the naysayers? Or I don't think it
The naysayers are always going to have them. You can't always convince them as players.
Eddie needs to be scoring, man. I don't get me wrong. I absolutely accept what you're saying about if he plays well, does his thing for the team. But I think if we're being real, Eddie needs to score. His numbers have got to go up dramatically, otherwise the fan base not going to have it.
But if the team's winning,
that's first and foremost.
Yeah,
we need
the
to win
team's
today.
winning. Yeah.
I think everything else comes after that. You know, if we fail to win and he doesn't score, of course, there's going the main conversation is going to be Jesus was out, Arsenal, you know, failed to put the ball in the back of the net or failed to get the win at home against West Ham. If we win and he doesn't score, I don't think it's going to be looked at that
Maybe not today.
badly. Maybe not today.
But I'm telling you now.
But maybe for his own good, he needs to score. Maybe for his own confidence and his own, you know, chance now that Jesus is out for so long, he needs to score. So I agree with you in one sense.
I'm interested. I'm
You judge
interested
by your
to
goals,
see.
bro.
I understand, but I'm interested
winning.
to see how he plays the role. Now, I was saying on the starting 11 that I actually think profile-wise, he's not that different to Jesus, you know, in the way he wants to play. But he is a little bit more goal hungry than Jesus. I think
he's more of a poacher.
I think he wants to be in the box. He wants to be on the end of the move as much as he likes to contribute to the build-up as well. So I wonder whether we will see Arsenal maybe lack a focal point a little bit, but then on the other hand, not need as many chances to win a game. I don't know. Like, these are all just questions. We'll see. Of course, I miss Jesus massively, but you know, I have faith that with all due respect, West Ham are a good side. I'll predict a difficult 1-0 win and a sub to win it for us. I'm not underestimating West Ham, but this isn't the Etihad where it's like, God, we just need all our best players and we need to all go perfectly for us to get the 3 points.
Yeah.
I really think Eddie should be able to step up in this environment, in this game, and he's got the whole first 11 around him.
It's a perfect game for him to step into. You're at home, coming back off, you know, being top of the league, coming back to the Arsenal, coming back to the Emirates. Should be full of confidence. He's got a big opportunity now to stake a claim for your future here at Arsenal. I think he'll be thriving at it. And let's not get it wrong. Mikel Arteta always trusted in Eddie. There was times where he was saying like, "Oh, I'm not getting enough games. I'm looking to get a move." And he wasn't signing a contract, but Arteta was like, "We want you here." So he trusts in him. I trust more in what Arteta believes in as well. So I think he'll be up for today. The only thing is there will be a drop in quality. Jesus provides that when the ball's in the air and he knocks the defender.
All I can say though
that is
there's no excuses now.
Yeah,
He's
that's
got
what
the
I'm
manager's
saying.
support. He's got the contract.
everything.
He's got the
fans.
14.
Turkish,
And
yeah,
listen,
this is
the fans are pretty much behind him because we have to be. But there is doubts there, 100% because of previous. So now or never.
Exactly. They're not gonna listen. The naysayers are not gonna want to hear, "Oh, he held the ball up well. He was running in behind this, that." I'm telling you now. I've seen the stuff that's going on.
If they
But come on now, let's keep it real. If he's not scoring, no one don't want to know about it.
But then I think people are being too blunt in
No,
their
but that's
thinking.
how
then,
it
if that's
is.
how.
That is how it is.
Okay, then
But look, all of us here have loved Jesus for what he's done for this Arsenal
but
team, and it's not adding a whole heap of goals to this team. It's the way he has knitted everything together. Now, if I watch Arsenal today play that same fluidity, that same movement in the front three, that same work ethic, that same pressing, everything just ties together. I come away from this going, wow, it's like we never took a break. Then Eddie's done his job for me. I don't care if he scored an own goal and we've won 3-1. You know, as long as I feel that way about the team, then Eddie's done his job.
With respect, James, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about elements of the fan base.
I agree, but then I think they're being too harsh on them, personally.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? Turkish is one. Turkish is one. Curtis is another. These guys want to see him score. I
don't think. I mean, we're talking for you now, but I don't think you're like he has to score today.
Maybe not today. What I'm saying, he cannot go. He cannot go an extended run of games without scoring, and people are going to deem it as a success. They're just not going to have it.
We're heading into a tougher set of fixtures. But Ibi here says Xhaka is massive. His runs will help Eddie a lot, and we've seen a massive difference in Xhaka. But one thing let me ask you this, James. Does Xhaka play the same role with Eddie up top now? And because I know you said Eddie's got similarities to Jesus, but he also lacks some things that Jesus has that, you know, that might require Xhaka to be a bit more protective, more so than.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, Jesus' close control and raw skill is unreal, and I didn't appreciate it till he came to Arsenal. So there are times where maybe Xhaka bombs him beyond because he actually trusts Jesus to get out of a sticky situation or to beat a couple men. So much of football is trust, right? It's why is Xhaka getting more forward now? Because he trusts Gabriel, Saliba, White, all that. So it's a great question, but I think the message will be keep doing the same thing. You don't give a guy a very serious contract and, you know, really beg him to stay, which is what I think Arteta did, really convince him to stay at Arsenal. If it's, well, when he starts, we've kind of got to switch the whole game plan up. That wouldn't make sense to me. And
another super chat on the transfer rumours. Ben is asking, would you rather Gakpo or Felix if you had to choose business in January? For me, 110% Felix every day of the week, month and year. I'll quickly go around the panel. James has already said he's with me. Quickly go around. Laurie, Felix or Gakpo?
I like Felix. But I do like Xhaka as well.
Yeah, I hear that.
If we're getting a mood trick, then suddenly a Felix is obviously the one we need more.
Gakpo is looking like he's going. If we were to end up at United, I think that's exactly what he's closest link to from what I've seen. And I think Gakpo, the Eddies, the Rashford, I think they're sort of the same sort of like profile in my opinion. I think Felix is a completely different sort of profile, and he's different qualities. Yeah, for me, Felix all day. Is no one worried about the referee and the VAR person? It's Mike Oliver and Darren England. I know it's random, but I'm sorry. There's a game that those two are in charge, and they cost us the game. Someone will let me know in the comments, but it was them. It was Mike Oliver as a ref, and Darren England was VAR, and that's what it is. And
I haven't.
It's the one thing.
They're all useless.
I'm just.
I'm worried.
No, but I'm just calling it now because I think we should win this game. But the referees and whoever's controlling it,
give me the World Cup final referee. He was good. Honestly.
What, even the controversy with the first penalty?
But this is mad. So this is it, right? When I saw that first Di Maria penalty, I didn't think it was a pen, but he gave the France handball one, or the Argentina handball for the France. So I thought at least he's being consistent he's giving these soft ones to both. And I thought he had a really good final. So
quickly, let's go around. You mentioned the 1-0 win. You sticking with that for your prediction?
Yeah. I think this will be a tight, anxious game. Yeah.
West Ham's got a strong team out there. Rice back, Paqueta back, Antonio makes it. Cecil, prediction?
No team, like Laurie mentioned at the beginning, has won at home today. We have been unbeaten at home this season. Our record? Come on, we win. We're back. We're winning.
I don't know how you got to.
I don't know how I got there, but it's the vibes, it's the mood. I'm back. We're back. Arsenal's back. Let's go. Is it 2-1 or 2-0? 2-1 or 2-0? Let's go 2-1.
2-1 Arsenal. Laurie?
I'm going for Arsenal to win by 2 clear goals, and I'm going for Eddie to be us scoring at least one of those. I'm backing Eddie, and I think we will either win 2-0, 3-1, whatever it is, 4-2, 2 clear goals. Arsenal win.
I'm going 3-1 Arsenal, the good old 3-1. I'm going for it again. I just think we should get the job done. I'm surprised at how strong West Ham's team is. And on that note earlier, that no home team has won so far today, I look at it and I think obviously the home team get to spend their time with their family and, you know, do all of that stuff, maybe taking their eye off business come Boxing Day. Whereas with Arsenal, West Ham, as much as we're the home team at the Emirates, West Ham also got to spend it with their family because they're not travelling from out of London to come in. So I think this one's poised to be a bit different. I hope it is a lot different.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, because who did Newcastle beat? 3-0 Leicester. So they would have had to come down on Christmas Day or if not Christmas Eve. So their mind would have been fully focused on the match coming ahead.
You're right, they would have absolutely
and Leicester's team would have been chilling
yesterday.
with
They
their
wouldn't have come down this morning.
I hear all that, but let's be honest, guys. We're at home today. We're 5 points clear in the table. West Ham are on a poor run of form. They've lost 9 times this season. Come on now. If we're going to win the title, we need to be winning games like that.
That's true.
The players are coming out, so kickoff is imminent. But before we get into the game and kickoff, thanks to our sponsor NordVPN for powering the ultimate Arsenal fan match experience here on AFTV. You can use NordVPN to watch new content on streaming services you're already subscribed to, be it Netflix and so on. So show them some love.
Did you know that what you pay when you subscribe to any service or product is dependent on where you are? Why restrict yourself when you can unlock your internet freedom with NordVPN? Just use NordVPN to change your location. And with an AFTV special, you get 4 months free. Click the link to be invincible.
Remember people, scan the QR code or click the link in the AFTV description and get yourself a special AFTV deal via NordVPN. Coin has been tossed. Not sure who's taking kickoff, but obviously Odegaard and Rice there in the middle, so kickoff is upon us. We're all going with wins, and Fred with a super chat says, do you guys think PICK10 will try to perform his best since we didn't sign him in the summer? I don't know how serious that was at the end, if I'm honest with you. We're linked to an awful lot of players every transfer window, and it's hard to believe them all, to say the least, especially being an Arsenal fan. Tina as well says, as a United fan, United needs an out-and-out striker. Gakpo is that, and would go for Ivan Toney. So I think he said Gakpo isn't that and would go for Ivan Toney. 11 goals for Brentford, and Felix would cost about 100 million. Well, money's not often a problem for United.
That's been a lot of trouble by January 6th. But you know what?
Ivan Toney will inevitably be banned. I mean, come on.
For a long time as well.
The precedent has been set.
And we've kicked off here. Remember, we're live not only on YouTube, people, but we're live on Twitch as well. So make sure you're following us over on Twitch, because FIFA is coming back as well now. Cecil's back, me and Cecil, once a week, every week. Usually it's Wednesdays, but we'll be coming back from next week. We'll see how we can fit it in. Maybe we can do twice a week, but we'll try and make it work, people. Definitely. FIFA, Twitch, show some love.
Get your comments in, people. I see I'm Just Bear says, I think it was the Southampton game that the refs were awful for that, the ones that you mentioned. So it might be that one, but Michael Oliver.
I'm not having a ref excuse today.
Let's hope we can just get the job done.
Michael Oliver wasn't the ref at Southampton.
Was he not? Okay, cool. So it's not him then.
A lot of long balls played in the early 30 seconds, and now Arsenal getting moving.
Here we go. It feels good to be back. Boy, it feels good to be back.
Well, let's get a goal.
Watching the games today, I was
depressed.
I was debating with a lot of people kind of how good the World Cup was, and my argument, you're so bored of me hearing saying it, Turkish from Forever Arsenal, was talk about the quality of games. And I do think watching the Premier League and watching Liverpool City in the Carabao Cup the other day, there was Martinelli's down holding his foot, doesn't look happy, but West Ham playing. I do think watching these games back from the World Cup already, I'm like, there is a different intensity, a different press, a different just quality generally that I felt was lacking a little bit in the World Cup. But you know, that's
I think the obvious thing to say about
the level of the final was incredible.
The obvious thing to say about that, especially when you get to the knockout stages, it's so tense that you have to factor into it that a lot of teams are scared to make that mistake. So
absolutely, yeah.
it's a slightly different dynamic.
But there's loads of great reasons as well. You know, they don't have any time to train with each other, and it's tournament football, it's knockout. There's so many reasons why, but for whatever reason, whether it's fair or not, I just think generally that is not a nice goal.
I was just about to say that.
Because I noticed that Jamie Carragher was very quick to it's at a different level, and I was like, stop it, bro. Like you're trying to diminish the World Cup because you weren't working on it. Because you were that's the impression I got. I'm like, so you're working on
that's good, Odegaard, that's good.
Premier League football. Now all of a sudden you're using that to diminish what happened in the World Cup. Was an excellent tournament. To me, the football was great. It's one of the best World Cups, if not the best World Cup I've witnessed. And I think people should just allow it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, to keep saying, oh, the Premier League is better, it's more intense. Yeah, it's a different dynamic. So
the World Cup was,
you know what I mean? So
it was so good.
The World Cup is a World Cup. Premier League is a Premier League. Let's just accept it's two different types of football.
Had elements of that high level football that you never knew who was going to win. Like at times, countries you expect to win weren't winning games. It had those elements of the Premier League that anyone could beat anyone. The World Cup this year was unbelievable.
I've never said it wasn't a fantastic tournament. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I just thought I noticed that there was a different quality, which I just hadn't watching previous tournaments. That's all.
I see. Okay.
But guys, just noticing very early on, you asked whether that dynamic would change between Eddie and Xhaka. At the moment, it is Xhaka who's slotting next to Partey, and it's Tierney who's bombing on the other way. So I just wonder whether Tierney being a more natural crosser of the ball, and maybe they are going to tweak slightly for Eddie. I don't know. Maybe this is just something we're seeing now, and we won't in 5 minutes' time. Get the ball under control.
Go on, Saka, I missed you, bro. Come on. Same again, normal.
That's a nice little burst, that.
Same as normal.
That's what I love about Saka. You see how proactive he was there?
Every game.
England's best player at the World Cup.
Yeah. We don't talk
and that's
about,
what he was doing
talk about enough.
Well.
That was a poor ball. He didn't need to do that.
Yeah, he just saw the run and then he just didn't look again. And
that's
done
good
well there by
well done.
Eddie's making a good run there. Hold on.
Odegaard.
Oh, it's a hard ball to play.
Oh,
he's on. Oh! Yes!
Yeah!
What a finish! That's quality!
No, you know what? I think he might be onside, because look at Eddie's run.
Yeah, he left early.
Eddie
made that run so... He went route.
Yeah, that's onside. That's onside.
That's onside.
No, because the liner was looking at Saka, then looked at Eddie. That's onside. That's onside.
I think they're wondering whether... Wenger's
there. Come on. Is that his first game back?
That's his first time back at the Emirates.
Mad.
No,
that's not offside. What's going on?
No, you know what? They think Saka touched it. Saka touched it when it went back to Eddie. So you know when... Are they looking at it?
Well, they better replay it for us here. Amazon Prime, do something.
I love how Turkish talks to the companies. Here we go.
So here, did Saka touch it?
No, he lets go for his legs.
Yeah, he does touch it. That is so unfortunate.
I thought he jaxed it. I thought he let that run.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Did it come off him or the... Oh.
He did touch it.
That was good bit of...
See, that was a finish as well.
Yeah.
Still cut back from Eddie. Cool.
The signs are good anyway.
I was getting excited.
It was good from Eddie as well.
It was. Martin Odegaard.
No, but listen, the signs are good, weren't they?
But so some teams
there's going to be more of this.
But some teams that's a wake up call which it's for the other team.
I'll tell you what. I don't always say well played, Lino, or you guessed.
How is he scored?
That Lino guessed 100%.
There's no way you've seen that clip.
By the way, Tierney now covering inside there and Xhaka going forward. They're just going to mix it up.
Rotate,
we said that. Give it a couple minutes and it'll look different.
He's doing a bit of a zin check. Oh no, he's not. I thought he was going to go push that into the...
I'll tell you what, in the mid-season friendlies, he looked a lot silkier, let's say.
Oh!
Like...
I didn't get to see much, unfortunately, because of, firewalls and all that.
Well done, Eddie. That's lovely.
Nice.
That's really good.
Yeah. It's nice from Saka as well.
Yeah, good stuff.
Around him.
Who's that?
What are
that
you
was
doing?
not needed. That was not
now.
needed. He had like 3 options in front of him.
Is he alright? Because that wall was just, there was no one there.
He saw a fan.
Oh, and I proper lost it for that goal.
Yeah, same.
I'm so relieved. I was like,
Early goal with it, yeah.
You know how long it's been since I celebrated an Arsenal goal? Oh.
And that was a finish as well from Saka. Right foot, top corner.
He mentioned. Remember, you mentioned that he seems like he's been working on hitting the roof of the net. Now that's a skill in itself. When you're coming from the angle he comes from, instead of going across the goalkeeper or through his legs, hitting it to the roof of the net is a great skill. Who's marking Benrahma?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to get back?
Tierney one-on-one here. Doubling up.
That's good from Bowen, you know.
He's been awful this season.
Nice.
Not awful.
Oh, that's good from Eddie as
Oh,
well.
that was
Hello.
nice. That was nice.
Go on, Martinelli. Go on.
That was nice.
Go on, you're up against Dawson. Come on, take him.
Yeah,
Well done.
easy.
Someone needs to go support him though.
Yeah.
Inside.
That's
Ref,
a foul.
come on, man.
Do you know what? That's a bad
That
tackle.
was a
booking
bad
as well.
tackle, yeah. Good.
Yeah, well done.
Yellow
Well
card.
done, Oliver. I can't complain. So.
Martinelli. Going to... I spoke about this with you off camera. Going to Brazil, yeah.
I think that's a bit harsh to book him for that. To be
Why is it harsh to book him?
Actually,
He cleaned the
maybe.
player out.
Nah.
You might have got a little bit of the ball, but whatever.
So everyone asking why it was
not
offside.
not every foul is a booking.
Yeah, we got to set a precedent for some refs as well. It could be...
More of the lunge probably, that's why. But I agree with you, I think.
That's a bit harsh to be honest.
It's a reckless
That is what it
challenge
is.
from a player
It's
that's
a
not
game.
defender.
It's
like
for them.
that.
So, to everyone asking how it was offside, it's because the ball nicked onto Saka before it went through to Eddie. We didn't get a chance to see it the second time from an angle where when it went off Saka where Eddie was. But I'm assuming by that time Eddie was in an offside position.
That's
so
it, yeah.
it was just an unfortunate one, really.
Some good
Very
delivery.
unlucky.
Good bit of play though. Great finish.
Wesley,
And I think you could see Saka was trying to not touch it.
Exactly.
Go on, hit.
Oh, I should have gone down.
Oh,
Well done, Partey. That's really good.
It's good to have you back, Partey.
That's really good.
Fuck, I'm talking. It's mad.
Another ball in the box.
Miss this club. But
That's
hey,
good from-
handball.
That's good from Gabriel. Made sure to.
That was a handball there.
Well done.
got it again.
Let's go.
Winning the ball back well. Ring says, nice to see Wenger back at the Emirates.
Yeah,
That is interesting.
that's
isn't
really
it?
nice. I wonder why now. Like I wonder whether it was
There's
an invite
belief.
to the club or he decided to. But
Another poor ball by Partey.
Yeah.
It's 3 in a row.
Cleared. We're going to keep it on though.
Nice.
that is very interesting. Actually, let's talk about it for a sec. I mean, Arsene Wenger obviously stayed away for a long time, and I think he used to talk about it not being the easiest thing to come back. But I wonder whether the fans in the ground know he's there. Like, I wonder if Robbie's just at his seat and knows that Wenger's in the
I doubt he does.
stadium.
I doubt he does.
Yeah, probably not.
When you're there, you don't really know who's there with you.
And obviously, Henry was there at the beginning. You saw Saka hugging him whilst
Go on,
Henry
Eddie.
was doing his
Oh, really?
TV duties.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that, but I saw you. Yeah, I saw you
Yeah,
say
yeah.
Thierry's there, but I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, well done, Tierney. That is brilliant.
It's high. Go on, play it, Saka. Oh,
Shoot!
Saka was
Why
free
did he
there.
not shoot there?
To Saka. What was?
I
I
saw
know it wasn't on his left foot, but even so.
It's a bad
Normally
decision
they play
making.
into the middle of
Bit too intricate.
the. Yeah.
Like I says, Wenger in, Southgate out.
Do you know what? That is a combo. Oh my days! If he found that,
Who was that?
that was Martin Odegaard to
Right,
Xhaka. If he
Xhaka,
found
that's
that
why
ball.
he didn't get onto it. No, I don't mean a disrespect, but I mean like,
yeah.
if he wasn't Eddie, I'd expect him to get onto that.
Well, that was a dig, but I hear what
Nah,
you're
it's
saying.
not a dig,
And
it's-
Jesus is making that run and he's getting it. I hear that.
Yeah, yeah.
He was just slightly over here.
Even a Martinelli, yeah.
It was a good idea.
Well done.
That was a great ball. In reverse with Revy in there.
Well done.
Nice.
Oh, Arsenal.
West Ham have really struggled to get out their own half so
Yeah.
far in the
I
first
don't
10
like
minutes.
that though. Look, I sat forward like we're playing. You know, you're in FIFA mode.
I don't like how many
this
times
keeps-
they've just been able to get in behind quite easily.
Okay,
well done.
Ramsdale done well there. Ball into the box from
That counter is a
our
worry. though.
left.
That counter is a worry.
They're going to try.
Surprised they allowed him to get
foul,
the cross in
man.
there, actually. Don't you?
They're going to try expose Tierney's attacking duties. That's what they're going to try to do. Already they've gone
Surprised
down.
Tierney,
They've done that twice now, though.
To
They've
me,
gone-
that was a bit too easy, him getting that cross in, don't you think?
Usually Tierney's better than that
Yeah.
at the one-on-one.
I think so. Having said that, is he inviting that rather than him cutting on his left?
Actually, that's a fair point.
It might be that.
More protective of, yeah.
Maybe thinks my centre backs will deal with this.
Yeah.
If he cuts inside, it's kind of will he shoot? Will
It's
he
a chance.
cross,
Though. It's a
will he
risky.
what?
It's a risky. It's a risky. It's like a 50-50
Yeah.
you're giving though there. But they should be able to deal with it.
Come on,
Where's that
Arsenal,
middle?
man,
Where's
keep this
Pop?
up, man. Keep
Is that
this
Eddie?
up. Nice.
Good.
Nice.
Oh,
Unlucky,
Nice,
unlucky,
unlucky. I like that.
Right idea.
This game's quite
Oh
open at the
no!
moment.
Oh no!
It's
no
not taking
way.
him a lot to get him behind, is it?
No.
I think it's because we're having so much success on the ball and winning it back that we're just losing a bit of maybe concentration on the
Yeah.
back foot as well.
Ben White back into the side.
Open game, just like the other Premier League games. They're all very open.
Touch.
Well done.
Nick says, need to watch that right side. Need to keep the ball more and get them to run. Smart play so far, just need that first goal. And Gino says, great to see Cecil back.
Hey man, big up. It's good. Feels good to be back. I'll be honest. There's a book full of stories, but yeah, man. It's
You
good to
writing
be
a
back.
I said that he writing a book.
It's cheeky, isn't it? Cheeky. Imagine how much I've struggled to write a book.
Nice.
Shoot!
How not to be
Good
strong.
strike as well. Unlucky from Xhaka there.
What would be the title?
Don't you dare.
And
What would be the title?
How not to be strong would be the title. But yeah,
And that was with his right foot, by the way.
He's going in.
we're back. But yeah, man, it's good to be
Didn't have
back.
enough
I
of
missed
it.
you lot so much. I know I've had the best series of my life. Like I said, messaged you lot privately as well, and it's weird. It's nice to come back and have you guys.
No, I do. If I weren't so tense and concentrated on the screen, I do want to hear all about it. So
Yeah,
half time,
we
we'll
can
go
focus.
into it.
Yeah, we'll go into
Yeah,
some bits. It's
that's
all
true.
good. Oh,
Don't know what's happened, but Amazon Prime, we seem to have lost it, people. So give us a second to get the match back. Hopefully we don't. Oh yeah, we're back. We're back.
oh shit!
Oh shit, from production, and we're back.
71% possession to West Ham's 29 people. Dominant so far in the first 13 minutes from Arsenal.
A nice sharpness to us as well.
Picking up where we left off in a way as
Yeah.
well.
It's a very, very
Controlling games.
God, I wish that goal would just.
That was like a release. It's fine. It'll
So
come.
everyone's saying it was a clear goal because I see a few people saying it. Are you saying that you saw another replay of it after it hit Saka
Yeah.
and Eddie still being in an onside position, or are you just completely ignoring that? I need to know.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to see the second replay of it once we knew Saka did get a touch on it without knowing. But if you're saying you saw it again with Saka's touch involved and Eddie still being onside, then let us know in the comment section. If you're not, then you might have to watch it again.
I wonder if they'll ever bring in a rule around like intentional pass or whatever, you know.
Because he didn't know nothing about it. But
No.
yeah, I guess the rule.
And the offside rule wasn't there to chalk off goals. You know, it was there just to ensure that strikers didn't goal hand. But look, they've got that one right, I think. But again, like you said, maybe there's an angle where even after the Saka touch, it still looks like Eddie's onside.
Touch of Awesome says onside both times. Keisha says it hit the edge of Saka's shoe, but Eddie wasn't offside.
Oh.
Offside was a correct call. The replay showed it hit his heel.
We need to see that again.
We do. Well, they'll analyse it at half time, surely. But play him. Give it to him. Party. Is that Eddie or is that Party's Party? Why don't you give it to him?
Saka on the ball there.
Go on. Oh, Eddie, what move? Oh, that was nice movement.
He's going for the switch. He's going for the switch. He's not. He's.
Eddie, this is good movement. though. He's made like 3 runs there, Ben.
Nice.
Oh my days.
Don't know the go. Go on.
Play
him. Whoa, why'd you do that one?
Do you know what he went for?
Why would
He went for the.
I know, but really, the ball was just there.
to him?
He wanted to put him in a shooting position, not in a.
Look at us.
Cut this
Dynamic
across
said
position.
both are onside as well, so I guess they've got.
Okay, well that's wild if that is. I mean, yeah, that's a joke if it is, but we'll
I
see.
expect it to be analysed at half time.
Me sitting from my sofa telling why you're not making that pass. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
It's cheeky, innit? But it's fam.
You should have seen me before I was at AFTV with crisps.
Come on. Put it in the net.
Honestly.
But then on the other hand, we have a lot of people saying no, it was still offside.
Okay,
Alright.
there you go.
So
We'll see.
The reality of the situation is it's offside. We're not going.
yeah, it's not coming back.
It's
Ben, you
not
could've went in
coming
there,
back,
man.
so we should just focus on what's in front of us.
Imagine. Actually, guys, we were wrong.
What? The ref,
The ref, the offside, yeah.
12 minutes later, decides to give it.
1-0 Arsenal.
Nice,
Good. Play. Where's Eddie?
beautiful.
Oh!
Oh, unlucky. Nah, unlucky.
Saka, what a G.
Playing some good football here and there.
All around the world as well, when I went to all these countries, every time England played, the way these, like, there's all a group of different fans. People, the love Saka has is immense from all fans. To be fair, I wasn't with any Tottenham fans when I was away around the world, but all the, you know, United, Chelsea, they realised how good. You said he's best player of the England tournament. I agree
Yeah, he
with
was,
that as well.
I know Bellingham had
I
a
know
good
Bellingham was
tournament
good,
for
yeah.
sure, but Saka, in my opinion, was definitely the best player.
Every time he got the ball, like, for me, it was a foul or he kept it. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
He's undroppable now for England, in my opinion.
So versatile as well. Here he
That's
is.
nice.
Here he is on the
Nice.
ball. Here he is on the ball.
All over the top.
We saw
Saka
that a
picks
lot
it up.
before the World Cup.
Into the box.
That turn, he puts his body in the way.
Defenders can't deal
They
with it.
can't. No one can.
And like, not to be rude, doesn't look like anything that impressive. But
But he spins and
spins.
his agility is what
ridiculous.
gets the defender.
And do you know what it is? A manager told me something which I still live by. Like, you keep the ball the furthest away. Obviously, if it's simple. Keep it away from the defender as far as you can. So he puts on. He's so bow-footed that he makes it hard for the player to tackle you. He has to go through you.
One thing that's been established, he's got Kroos all on toast already.
I mean, everyone that faces him, I think he wins. Wins a battle. I can't think of a game where he was kept really, really, really quiet out of the game completely. That's a terrible
again,
ball. Let's play.
Tierney, well done.
Let's play.
Lee's asking, are we controlling the game? Yes, we are controlling the game, but we, on the counter, caught a couple of times.
I think it's fair to say with the amount of possession we've had, we probably deserve a goal, but
I also think we've actually created a lot of openings.
Yeah.
We're just not.
just not quite happened yet.
Yeah.
But it will.
I think it
Keep
will.
knocking on the door.
Yeah, the Arsenal of old normally had possession and capitulate. This season, Arsenal is very much you can keep the ball and we can punish.
This is as fluid as I've ever seen Arsenal. Now you've got Partey around where Ben White would be, which means White must be really
Great ball.
high up there.
Cross it.
What's it?
Here we go.
Oh, it's good football, bro.
That's what I mean.
Look
It's
at you.
Low
Loved
cross
it.
from Ben
It's
White,
like
cleared, corner kick.
That was very well spoken at the right
Good
time.
football,
What
though.
a pass from
See,
Xhaka.
I thought the ball was
Nice
in the
run
middle
as
there.
well.
The minute I saw Partey there, I was like, so where's White then? Because, and you saw Martinelli drifting inside very narrow as well. This is incredibly fluid from Arsenal.
Eddie will get chances. Eddie will get a lot of chances this game, I feel.
Watch out for Gabriel from these set pieces.
He's got a couple this season. Saliba's got a couple.
Highest scoring centre back last season. Gabriel. Oh, that was a great
I think
corner,
that's hit
though.
the bar, you know.
It's a great night. Keeper punched it off, I believe.
Yeah, probably right.
West Ham get out with it, but
Offside?
It's offside.
What was?
I think
when they come
the
back
header
in?
back in.
That kick
That
was
is a truly
absolutely
horrendous shot,
dreadful. For us to all mention it, I don't know who designed that. He punched it. It was a great
Yeah,
punch.
good punch. You're on.
Maybe they designed it with that in mind.
What,
Turn people off.
No, to get
Go
them to
for a
talk.
header. Oh no.
No, what I'm saying, if you make it as garish as possible, you get people talking about it.
Yeah.
No, seriously, that
know how
might
much
be
they'll
a
sell,
marketing ploy.
Yeah, but people gonna want to buy it. Like, to be fair, not obviously.
To me, we've brought out, not necessarily kids, but we've brought out some fucking horrible pieces of merchandise in the last few years. Big up Stella McCartney.
Respect TFL.
So, yeah, TFL, so,
Well done, man.
Well done.
Bun
But we got
TFL,
round
man.
him again.
Yeah,
Put up the
They're
prices by
worrying, you know.
5% as well. You see that?
That's 3 times on the trot. Bowen's gone past him. Look at it.
Yeah.
TFL.
you've done him here as well.
5%, James.
Yeah, it's a bit easy that, isn't it?
Bruv.
What's that?
5%. TFL put up the inflation, bro.
Welcome back.
I'll only comment on the merch.
How expensive is for you to get to here, boy? Bruv.
Everything's done over here, man.
Fuck TFL. Actually, no, there's a lot of TFL people watch this, actually. That's so TFL.
Yeah, it's not the employees.
It's not them. Yeah, actually, it's the company.
Okay.
Hey, that ball's not on the line. Did you see that?
It's not on the line.
Yeah, it's not touching the line at all. That's an illegal corner.
Goal kick.
Needs to give another corner.
Ah.
You get another corner?
Yeah.
If they'd have scored from that, that would have been some controversy.
Didn't he point for a goal kick first?
No. What he did, he just pointed vaguely.
Watch him. Oh.
No, it was, yeah.
It was just such a lazy.
Halfway between both.
Yeah.
You lot decide, man.
Yeah. Whatever you want. Who wants it the most?
So the ball's not on the line. Do you not see Japan?
It has
in the
to be.
World
It
Cup?
has to touch the line.
It does, but in the World Cup, the Japan, and you see that it wasn't touching the line, but the ball
Oh,
shot.
no.
No.
Well done.
Okay.
Ramsdale. Let's go. Here we go. Break. Eddie, straight away. Come on! Sorry. It's very early.
There you go.
Oh, man, Eddie.
This is a
Go
big
on,
moment
one, and this
for
is
him.
it.
Shoot!
Turn him out, Eddie. Turn him out.
He didn't want to go on his left foot.
But it was so simple, like, to read that,
all
it
the
was too
space was
easy,
there,
man.
That
yeah.
was a bit poor, wasn't it?
On your right bottom corner.
There was no conviction in that shot. Really.
What that was?
Partey and Odegaard just felt like going to ground for nothing. But he's taken a bit of a kick there.
Nah, Eddie though, man. You could
What
have.
did you think of that? Did you think that was under par?
from Eddie.
Yeah, it was a good run,
A good run, good.
but the finish.
That's a
conviction
striker's
for me.
dream, Laurie. 1-on-1. That's where you
That's
get
what
your
I'm
money,
saying.
my bro.
He didn't really.
Look at this.
That was great. What he did
1-on-1.
there.
You go out,
This is
calm.
good.
You come in, calm.
But
Then take him out one more
Then the
time.
shot was tame.
Here's my
He
criticism.
tried to open
The
it.
shot was
It
tame.
lacked any conviction.
Well, this is
you
what I
could,
just
you
said,
could
yeah.
see he was going to open up. You could, if he'd been a bit,
wild.
little bit sharper. Oh,
It's a yellow, really, in my
If
opinion.
anything, Odegaard.
yeah, Odegaard. You know why Odegaard gets away with that? Because it was kind of his body to ground, and it was a little bit nothing.
Did you not get booked?
But yeah, James, that's what I said initially. The run was good from Eddie. The approach play was decent, but the shot lacked conviction.
Yeah. I think the whole move lacked a bit of conviction.
Nice.
Like the whole.
That was a touch.
That is a touch.
See, this is good. This is good from
yeah.
him.
It's really good. He's having a good.
And this is what I'm saying.
He's
All
not
that.
bad. I don't think he's not. It's
Nice.
just it's just a quality
I've
drop off. He's
defended
not a
him
bad player.
more than most.
Yeah, I like Eddie.
Oh,
Oh my goodness!
Oh, what are you
What did you
doing?
do? What did you do there?
He's just trying to find a near post. Odegaard, better than that, my guy. Better than that.
Was he in front of the player there though? Surely you got a.
that's a better ball from Partey.
That's a great run from
Nice from
Odegaard.
Saka.
Yeah, look, you're in front. So what?
No, he just went
what's
for
he
it.
done? What's he done though?
Just
No, but what more did you want from him there? I thought
You,
he did.
you just. Oh, you come on, look, little.
Well, Odegaard, what more
just
did
put
you
that
want?
over the
from
keeper
him?
there.
Stoivenberg
On target,
isn't
at
happy,
least.
is he?
He was on target.
No, look, it's goal kick.
That was terrible.
He hit it wide. At least forced to keep it
AirPod
on.
Albert was not happy.
AirPod.
This has been a good 23 minutes. Come on, Arsenal, capitalise on it.
Don't want to go in half time at 0-0 though. I know it's still got 20 minutes left, but it's been a good start.
What you don't want is to get to the 60th, 70th minute.
And they feel like they're still
and we
in
go,
it.
we've been playing so well, we don't have a goal. And then West Ham get belief, we run out of ideas, all that.
And if we're being honest, they are getting in West Ham. Let's be real.
Well,
Not massively, but they got that outlet down the.
No, but you
down
see
the right.
what you said there, James, is what I
Every time they do, it's a 3-on-2.
This is awful. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty.
He's given
Oh,
a penalty.
he's
That's a
given it.
penalty.
That was actually poor. Was that Saliba?
Yeah.
That was so
That
poor.
was rubbish.
That was
Bowen
so poor.
again.
We literally just said it as well.
Bowen again.
He didn't need to jump in like that.
Yeah, I agree, he didn't.
Well, we're being left exposed down there though.
It was a 3-on-2, look.
Teeny, I'm sorry, like you're putting your hand up thinking offside.
Saliba should have attacked the ball there, and then he shouldn't have done this.
Is that outside the box?
He shouldn't have done this.
I think... No, it's in.
Contact.
That's a
With
penalty.
yeah, it is a
He
penalty.
did pull out. It's just his knee hit Bowen, innit?
Guys, I don't think that's a penalty.
Hold on, did he touch him?
I don't know.
Did he touch him? Did he touch him?
Guys, I don't know if that's a pen. I don't know if he's actually got in there. What I would
It
say is...
depends what angle you look for.
The first angle, Saliba pulled out, but his knee hit.
Oh, was there a knee?
But then
Okay.
the second two angles doesn't seim like he touched him
It
at all.
did look like there was slight contact.
He did look like he tried to stone his.
I'll be consistent.
Wait, hold on. There's
You see the knee?
yeah,
The
maybe,
knee and
yeah.
the left foot, it kind of...
Yeah.
And to be fair to Bowen, he's trying to go and score, isn't he?
yeah, he's not trying to go.
I don't
down.
think he's dived like that. I think he's trying to score.
No, he hasn't
I
dived.
think that's I personally think it's a pen from what I've
I
seen.
think it's a
Go on,
pen.
let's
I
face
think
it.
right.
On the subject
Yeah.
earlier that Laurie mentioned with the corner, Touch of Wilson says, I don't think it has to be on the line, just has to be over it, corners. And we've got another one here from Oz. He says exactly what I said. Eddie absolutely impotent running direct at a defender one-on-one. Effort only takes you so far. Bowen earns a penalty.
This is what I was saying
Levels.
before. He's going to be judged by whether he scores. Approach play is not going to matter.
Looks like they've given it. I don't think they've...
No, and probably right. Probably right.
Yeah.
I've also always been a believer in a foul doesn't have to be... If you have to dive out of a reckless challenge.
We have a penalty
there's no
here for West Ham, confirmed as well. I think VAR has checked it.
Yeah. I think
To
they
be
probably
fair,
come
it
to the
looked
right
like a
decision.
penalty to me. I'm not going to lie.
Because I wasn't looking for the knee, I was looking for his foot, see if his boot had caught him anywhere. Oh, Saliba. Didn't need to do that. It was a bit... Yeah, 1-0 West
Down the
Ham.
middle,
1-0 West Ham.
As undeserved a 1-0 lead.
as you could have seen.
But there we
You
go.
see, now, this is
Well,
just...
maybe that's harsh. They were good on
You see,
it.
this just encapsulates we had a golden opportunity ourselves. Eddie, let's be honest, wasn't a very good attempt. They've gone down the other end a couple of minutes later and got a penalty. Now they're 1-0 up. On such
Saliba was
that
terrible
games can
at that
turn.
moment, I'll be honest, man. Number one, he should have attacked the ball over the top, and he probably would have got it. He let them take it down, and then he rash challenge. It was poor defending.
Middle, you know.
It's a good penalty.
Oh, so frustrating. Come on.
Head up, it's still early days.
This here is
That was rash.
It's a wild stretch as well.
Especially as Ben White had made the covering run. You didn't need to do that.
I said same guy again.
See, that's it. You dominated the first 6 minutes, and now West Ham have gone
Totally dominated.
totally against the run of play. As I said before, it's exacerbated by the fact
And
that
to be
Eddie
honest,
missed that chance.
Gabriel as well shouldn't be like Saliba was left 2-on-1 because
No,
Gabriel.
Ben White made the covering run.
It's teeny as well.
No, but I mean, like
Teeny
in
was out of position.
in that area, it was 2-on-1 on Saliba before
foul.
it came into Bowen, who then
Ben
crossed into Ben White. Because
he ain't going
Gabriel,
nowhere,
I think he
ain't
thought he was going
going
to come along the ground, went forward, the guy over the top.
Ball.
Fine margins, right? I mean, you look at that, right? It's not massive contact, but it's contact. And then you look at the Saka disallowed goal. It's not, it's a little nick off the back of the heel. That's the difference between 1-0 West Ham, 1-0 Arsenal.
Dave
But
says-
ultimately, I think they've come to the right decisions on both.
Dave says Laurie blaming Eddie for a Saliba error. Pure agenda.
I'm not blaming Eddie. I'm said that.
You're comparing the.
No, I'm saying it on such fine margins, games can turn. I'm merely pointing out the fact that Eddie had a golden opportunity to put us up one.
Why are we getting rid
Put
of
us
that?
1-0
We don't
up.
do that. Just play out from the back.
Yes.
He's missed it, yeah. Let's be honest, it wasn't a very good attempt, as we all said. 2 minutes later, West Ham have gone up the other end and got a penalty and scored.
It's weird.
So, to that person, no, I'm not having a go at Eddie. I was just merely stating comparison and how games can turn on goals.
Games can change as well. Like, listen, Brentford were 2-0 up.
But still, listen,
He's still tight.
there's still a long way to go.
Annoys neighbours. Bloody got back into
62 minutes left. That's over an hour. So there's more than enough time to get back in the game and go on and win it.
Well, here we go. Arsenal haven't done a lot of coming from behind under Arteta. Fulham this season, Wolves last year, but they don't do that often.
I must say though, even though we were in the ascendancy, Bowen has been looking good.
Yeah, he has been.
Yeah.
And he's been dangerous, by far their most dangerous player so far.
Showing the penalty again straight down the middle.
Smartest side footed it down the middle as well. Yeah. Throws the keepers big time in late.
Yeah.
Straight. It looked like it was open up to go to the corner. It's alright. It's alright. It's early on. Come on, boys.
It is early.
Yeah,
We've been playing
champions
well.
get back. There's time.
We've been playing well.
If you want to be up there and stay up
There's
there,
an hour,
you've got to
over an
come
hour
back.
left. No need to panic.
Saka, get more on it. I know you've done well. Get more. I need you more in the game as well.
We just need to pick up where we left off in terms of get the ball, control the game,
That's
and
another rush challenge.
make the most of the openings that we've seen.
Yeah,
Even though now
There's definitely chances going to be
they
created.
might close it up a little bit more.
Yeah, because West Ham would probably be happy with a draw here, wouldn't they? They'd be buzzing with that.
Arsenal need to not panic, because the minute we panic, the minute we start overthinking it, and they just need to keep going. See those huddles we do when we go a goal up. We should be doing that even a goal down. Get everyone in, regroup, go again. Fine.
I like it sometimes when they go to Mikel Arteta as well. You see when there's that little break, say if someone's down and making a sub, and they all run to Arteta and he's like, he's telling them what's the next phase of play. So I still feel in control weirdly, which is...
But look at where Martinelli is, right? He's up front. He's our most central striker
He is. That's Gabriel.
And Tierney's come wide left.
Where's Xhaka?
And Xhaka's
he's there in the
now
middle, yeah.
far more central. So, listen,
Turn.
that's fine. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's already... It feeds into what Turkish was asking, which is a great question. How much are we going to change for... And it's not necessarily Eddie being up top, but just... We are approaching this slightly differently. Look, there's Martinelli.
It's on the complete opposite side. Love that. Has it massively
West Ham
changed?
predictably
Where's
have got a
Xhaka?
lot of men back as well.
Hasn't massively changed, has it though?
Well played.
Do you not think?
What are you doing?
That wasn't.
What the fuck is going on here with these passes?
Keep it tight in the mid. No.
Look how
White,
congested
it's
it is
tight
there.
in there. Yeah.
West Ham have got a lot of men
Do now,
back.
man.
They got the whole 11 back. If you 10.
And that's
11.
going to be the pattern for the rest of the game, I would have thought, as far as they're concerned.
The only thing I'd say, everyone knows I hate them lot down the road, but Tottenham have been finding ways all season to come from behind. So now Arsenal need to show they've got that in them. It's a massive...
Run in, Tierney.
Oh. Sustained pressure from Arsenal. Yeah.
I don't know why this super chat's come in, but Ray says Arteta's a stepping stone for someone better.
It's a bit premature, that comment.
Yeah, people are just always itching to be proven right or just, have a go.
Oh, that's good. Cross it. That's it.
Ball in.
We've still got the ball. That's good. We're not letting them out.
Come on, boys. Hang up. Oh, I thought the ball was in there.
Yeah.
It's a hard ball to play.
It's a good ball.
You haven't got
There's only one player running in.
Presence
Martinelli.
in the box for that, man.
Oh. When you can see when a press deflates itself, can't you?
Yeah.
When it just opens up a bit too much.
At least we'll cover this. Oh, no, I didn't see Ben Rama there.
Emrama just outside our box. What's that winning?
That side, I don't
Antonio was offside as well. You're going to flag?
Offside, yeah.
Offside.
He's given a foul, but he was offside as well.
Not a great start, I'll be honest. Yeah, we've controlled the majority of the game. Yeah, there's been openings, but the only save the keeper's had to make is a shot on his weaker foot by Xhaka outside the box, and that's where it's not good enough.
Especially the last 15. I thought first 15, 20, I thought we did start really well.
Oh, come on, Arsenal. Come on, 33 minutes in. Let's keep it going. Get Saka more on the ball.
But see when White does that thing where he looks like he's going to play a pass, then he doesn't.
Oh, this is an opening. Whoa! Bang! Roof it.
That's not good enough. It's not. That's not good enough.
Was it a pass?
It's not
Not good enough from whom?
From Eddie.
From Eddie,
Yeah,
it must
the
be the
pass
pass.
It's not
wasn't
good
good in the
enough.
end.
It's just
Play,
not.
play. Spin. Eddie, this is now your time to
He's
come.
done the before bit brilliantly because it's a run, it's a spinning behind, it's a run.
He's flicked it up. He's going to bang it? Oh, my days.
He was going to
No, look
slide it
pass.
through.
See that?
Come on, it's still quite open. West Ham aren't defending,
No, so once
valiantly here.
Once they sit in, it gets more difficult for Arsenal. Go on, but we can unlock these. We've been doing this all season.
Cross it.
Blocked cross.
I think you need to get your
Here we go,
crosses in
play.
there.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
No, Eddie, you're not in. It's not an option. There. Saka, go on. 2v. Oh, look, everyone's back.
Cross.
Football, come on.
Cross.
Oh, mine's there.
Oh,
Mine's there.
You got to win
We've
this.
got to win this back.
You got to win this back. Oh, Gabriel.
That's a foul.
You just fell for it.
But you know what? Someone's got to take it off the front of him. If you're, someone's got to run, take it off the front of him.
If someone drops too deep
They can play
to
around.
stop Antonio, then there's just a massive hole.
That's
Oh, but it's just so...
That's
That's not even Antonio buying it. That's just...
lazy.
Antonio played for that.
No, but
Well, he knows what he's doing if I'm strong, but he didn't go down under any contact. He was actually brought down by Gabriel.
I want to see them show that chance again, man, because I just don't understand what happened.
Which one?
there. The one, the Eddie and Saka one.
Okay.
Because I don't know how we didn't even get a shot off there.
how's my man just falling over there? Don't panic. Don't.
No, I think he probably did the right thing there.
Let's play.
Adrian said, oh shit, I nearly lost it. Where is it? We should never have sold Debut penalty expert, obviously on about Martinez, but again, like, are we going to do this every time we can see the penalty? Like,
That's good. Oh, it was nearly good. He's so close to getting it right.
That needs a turn and push. That doesn't need a turn and that's not a
Oh,
foul.
great tackle.
That's brilliant from
Great
Gabriel. Well
What a
done.
tackle.
And he's been on the front foot. I know I was criticising for that foul. What the hell
What
was
is
that?
going on with these wild passes? You got them on the pitch, but the wild passes.
We're playing
Oh,
like it's the
my
89th
days.
minute. What are we doing? It's still 10 minutes to half time.
Jimmy says, a Man City fan here, but love your content, guys. Welcome to our style of play. Dominate games, but don't finish and drop points. Let Gabby and Raheem go for Haaland and Alvarez.
Well,
Big up.
you won a few titles.
Yeah.
but thanks for the support. Yeah.
It's frustrating though.
Yeah,
It's
appreciate
frustrating.
the love, Jimmy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now's not the time for me to be very. How would I put it?
Magnanimous.
Complimentary.
More appreciative, of the style of play when we're losing to West
Man,
Ham.
a long time to see Arsenal back. Don't want to be going into half-time down at home to West Ham.
What are man doing though? What is
So they're
this?
all
What is
doing
that?
it. I mean, is this instruction now? Is this?
It can't-
Is this? I mean,
Kick it back to
genuinely, no, but it might be a let's go long ball, and then we're going to lose it a lot. But
Stop! He needs to get booked. Downside to
Oh,
Saka.
that's what I said. He's got.
How many
he's got
times?
Criswell on toast.
Yeah, but put a
good football.
Is Criswell booked? Did he get booked? No, it was Bowen. Sorry, it was Bowen. He needs to start giving out cards.
That's really good from Tierney. That's
Go
exactly
wide.
what
Go
we
wide.
Bang.
I mean, it's like he didn't really do anything that wrong, but it always ends quite comically, doesn't it? Like, a couple ricochets, a couple this, that. Oh,
That's where he should be cutting in and then trying to bend it with his right. Instead,
yeah.
oh well. Got the ball back. Story of the first half, really. Arsenal in possession, but can't really count many chances.
Oh,
of
one
that.
can still.
Oh, bring the World Cup back.
Facts.
Oh, it was a simpler time. No stress and no Cecil.
Fast.
It was just what a time. I did appreciate it enough. I really didn't.
Great ball. Cross it.
Oh,
that's great.
Hello.
Oh, that's great by
What
Ben White.
was
there.
that?
Ball was terrible.
We just seemed to be panicking on the final pass.
Yeah, we do.
He could have even come forward a bit more.
We seem to be panicking both ends, in our penalty area and theirs.
You've got so
Get to-
much possession though. It's just
Play.
like-
I do think we're playing well. I know the chances
For me,
aren't all
it's a
there, but I
matter
do
of
think
time.
we're like,
In the middle.
we're like, what?
Why would you, Nine's there?
Come on.
Listen, we've got more than enough possession to get the job done. It's just a case of not panicking.
Oh.
Here we go.
Alright, Ben. Please get
Yeah,
back.
that's nice.
Please get back into position.
Nice.
Go wide.
You've
Go
gotta
wide.
be
Go
strong.
wide.
You've got to be well
Nice.
done.
Done
That's
well,
really
as
good.
Declan Rice said that he's pushing up against. Done well to keep the ball there.
There we
Ball to
go.
ball playing.
Oh, a bit too intricate.
I bet you
there.
now Zinchenko's coming on at half time.
What's the ref done? Is it a foul to West
Just a
Ham?
foul.
Yep.
I think he's going to bring Zinchenko on at half time. At the moment, Martinelli's playing so central to allow Tierney to be the widest man. And I think we're just lacking a little bit of panic that Martinelli causes when he's out there.
Look at that.
That was nice from White, man. If you just continue.
Oh, I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
I hate when they do
Let's show you this highlight. Oh, we're in! What?
cut back and they're on the attack.
West Ham with another
at
shot.
this.
Wayward from Antonio. Just all he had to do was peel off and
Antonio's not known for his finishing, though, is he?
No.
Come from the same
He
club.
wasn't really a striker till the last
No.
2 years, was he? He's more of a
Sitting in the Mitcham boy.
winger, wasn't he? Got to win this.
super chat here from Jamal. He said James and Ty were laughing at us complaining during the Juve game about the finishing and said, oh, it was only a friendly. Now you see the real thing.
Did I laugh?
I wasn't here.
No, well, he said that.
Not as I have been.
I might have been critical. I might have said you're looking too much into it, but I don't think I'm sure I didn't laugh at your thoughts.
Let's wait for the game to see how it finishes before.
Odegaard's
we
having a
jump
good
to
game, though. He's running
conclusions.
things there.
He needs to get more on it though. He's having a good game, but he could be the key. He is the key, I think, to this game actually. But he needs to get on it more. Set, finish.
Oh, come on,
It's tight.
Odegaard.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good ball. This is too intricate here.
Oh, where are we, man?
If someone could shoot,
Someone needs to have a
Someone must
shot.
have a-
Man are doing rugby scrums trying to push it into the goal.
No, but seriously, somebody needs to have a shot. It's too intricate there.
that's a lovely touch.
Sounds like Arsenal of old, boy. You want to pass it into the net.
Yeah.
On the goal
Oh
line.
no, Wenger back in the ground.
There's a curse
Come
back
on.
in. You're the yes, Odegaard. You're the key. Find the pass.
Nice.
Lovely.
Shot.
This is what I want. Martinelli out wide.
Oh,
Or not.
Martinelli
Get
go
back
better
inside.
than that,
What
though,
was that?
man. What is that? Just swings his... Huncho says, guys, trust in Eddie. He's going to come good this game. I'll trust in him when he comes good.
Oh,
Nice.
there he is. Oh,
That was
it's
unlucky.
so nearly happening. Why these final passes are pissing me off?
Oh,
No, don't say sorry, Martinelli. Do better next time.
It's like we
Do
haven't
better
kicked a
next
ball
time.
in 6 weeks.
That was brilliant. from
Great
Eddie
turn.
there.
This is what I mean. He's so nearly getting
Did you
it
see
right.
Jesus though? He does that, and then he has that next phase.
He's got that kind of
He's like
scoop the ball, drop a shot.
Yeah.
But Ed, like,
But listen,
We've got into some good positions, but we haven't tested the keeper.
yeah.
That's the problem. They haven't even replayed that Eddie to Saka chance. I don't know what's going on here.
it's killing, man. I can't lie. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on.
Back in possession.
Yeah, he might bring on Zinchenko.
I think you're right. I don't know who was.
I don't think Tierney's done anything this half that's particularly. It's not his fault, but I think he might just go all right.
I think Tierney's been
think-
exposed a bit because he's going forward so much. But I suppose Zinchenko's
Help
gonna do the
him.
same. West Ham haven't really done anything too spectacular, man, at all.
They're definitely trying to get Martinelli out wide now.
No, we don't target Saka. Like, I haven't seen him lose a one-on-one with Cresswell, but we seem to be targeting Martinelli.
Okay.
Play. Oh,
Yeah, that's-
good job on the
yeah,
shoulder there.
that's
Great
right.
job on the shoulder there. Saliba in the middle. Martinelli, here we go. Turn. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on, let's go. 2 minutes left till the half. Don't know what added's going to be, but let's go. Forward. Blimey.
Frustrating first half because we've had some good moments, but just failing to
I
test
think
the
we need
keeper.
to.
is just-
You hit it on the head earlier, Turkish, and you said that we need to get some more shots on goal. Work the keeper a bit more, because although we've had overwhelming possession,
Let's
we've not really worked the keeper.
He hasn't really
enough.
made a save, has he? It's
Yeah,
lot
just a
of-
Xhaka one from outside, but it was a comfortable save.
What was that one? I remember that one. Yeah, is that red
Another
then?
yellow card coming
Oh,
out.
no, it's not for Bowen. Yeah, so down this side is completely yellow cards. This is a dream for Martinelli. So now you target this side. Target it. He's holding his ankle. That's twice now in this game.
Oh, that one, yeah,
Oh,
that one was
it
it.
went
He got the
through.
ball. He just landed his foot landed in the wrong place.
Oh, he left his
Do you
foot
know
out
what?
here.
No,
That's,
but
See,
I think
with
that's
that,
quite
I'm-
that's
I'm
quite
gonna-
unlucky, you know, because
Yeah.
he's not placing it on his.
I'm going to be fair. I think give a foul for that because you caught him, but I don't think it's a yellow card because he has got the ball.
Yeah, and he's not intentionally going. I'm
I
coming
think
for your ankle.
when you watch it slow down, you think they can do something about it. But all he's thinking
I
about is
think
let
that
me
was
just
more
try
of a
and win that
booking
ball.
than Bowen's was.
I don't know.
No, I don't. I think Bowen didn't get anywhere near as much of the ball and caught quite a lot of his foot. Whereas there with Soufal, I think he
looked to me like
he
he
got the
left a
ball
little
and then
bit there.
accidentally
I think
caught him
that's-
after. I don't think that's a yellow. I'll be fair.
3 minutes at a time. Now this is the time when you say to the team, you target down the left side. 2 players yellow carded, both on that wing.
Samir says, how about you go and score yourself?
Oh!
Let me know how old you are, Samir, so I know whether you're a young mug or an old mug.
I must be getting some shit in that chat, to be fair. But I hear it.
Can't even ask for shots on target without someone coming in catching feelings about it.
No, what did he say?
How about you go score yourself, Turkish? What's wrong with these people? I'm hoping he's young, so you know.
You know,
I can
you know what?
understand that.
That's probably frustration at the fact that we're losing. So don't take it personal, Turkish.
Fine.
That's just so out of.
Imagine Turkey just got up and left. He's got his boots.
No, can't do this.
I'm coming on, that's it.
Went to look on the Emirates. Miguel.
You see that? West Ham have actually had more shots on target than we have.
Where's Turkish gone? Coming off. Number 14.
This goes back to
The
what we
hat's
were
still
saying.
on.
Yeah, it does.
Here we go. Yeah. What?
Oh, mate. Ben with the super chat says, throughout the season, we've often turned up massively in the second half, hoping for the same here.
Yeah, but we rarely go behind. This is the thing.
I thought we started fast. A lot
We
of the time.
did. We've
I don't know about. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen from this season that we.
Listen, if I'm Arteta, I'm going to say you're dominating the play. keep that up. However, let's get a few more shots off because we're not working the keeper. That stat came up. West Ham actually had more shots on target than we have, and yet we've even doubled the possession that they've had. So that tells you a lot.
It does. No, I hear what you're saying there. But is Arteta the one to be like that?
The approach plays...
Or is he a manager that's more like patience, it will come?
The approach plays been
no real help
intricate,
either.
but we need more shots
Look
on goal.
at just down the line, like it's nothing.
Let's play. Let's pick up the ball. 1 minute left until half time. Come on. What are they waiting for? They're very chilled. Maybe we should be as relaxed as them, but.
Well, yeah, I think we always feel like we don't want to go into half time behind, but they'll be thinking, let's not make this much worse.
They need a good delivery.
Running. Get him red carded. They're both on yellows.
I think he needs to get that cross off earlier.
No, but he might be thinking.
Yeah, no, I think maybe because also the more he drives into the box, the more he's closing the space for the strikers. So
but the longer you delay the cross,
no, I'm delaying.
the more you give the defenders time to organise.
I'm agreeing with you. Yeah.
But saying that, City do that a lot though. They wait until they cut it back.
Cross in.
That is a dangerous cross. It's always on the keeper.
That's a lovely touch, Tierney.
Let's play him again.
Shoot!
No way. Handball.
He's appealing for handball, but...
Hold on.
Yes! Okay.
Yes!
Well, let's see VAR first, because
it looks like he's giving it.
Well, everyone pointed. All the Arsenal players pointed.
Everyone,
it's not like
they're not arguing it too much either.
It's not like it was...
Let's see.
He's holding his knee. I love when players do that. It wasn't my knee. Are you saying he's blocking his face?
Let's see.
Doesn't matter.
Let's see.
Jacques is saying that he was blocking his face.
Unnatural position.
No, he did handball it.
Yeah, but it's whether...
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's a hand in unnatural position. Yeah, that's hand.
No, that's unnatural.
That's handball.
Oh,
hit him in the face.
I think it's
his head.
I think he hit him in the face.
Oh.
No, I don't think that's handball.
Or was it both?
It looked like his face.
I think it's face.
I think it's his face.
Face.
They called off. So it's his head.
It's head.
How have they seen?
Well, that's what he's saying, but VAR will look at this.
No, I don't think they'll give this.
I don't think they'll give it either.
It didn't look like it.
Did it? But even if it touched his hand, oh no, because if it's head then hand.
If this is against us, I'd be saying it's not a pen.
No, it's not.
To be
It's
honest.
not a pen. It's got him just clean in the face.
Yeah, no pen.
Half time is going to do
No, he's going to look at it.
No, it's to not give it. To not give it, because he's given it, so he won't give it now.
This is how it always ends. Adrian sent in a super chat. Let me find it because I missed it. Here we are. Eddie's a mid-table striker. Let's stop pretending and sugarcoating and stop our suffering. He doesn't give you a vibe as a fan any day of the week.
What's the solution then?
So, hold on. Can I just say, it's very hard to tell whether it's...
it's come clean off his forehead, no?
It looked like it's hit his hand, then his head, but his hand was on his chest, didn't it?
Here we go.
I'd give it if I were you.
Do you know what? That's
his head.
He's giving it.
It's his head.
No,
it's not. It's his head. Nope.
Yeah, fair enough. I was trying.
You know, James is... I can't hear you. Oh, baby. It might have just clipped the hair of his elbow to his head. Half time, jarring. That's annoying. Oh, has he not blown it yet?
I do want people to take it easy though, because listen, people know me over the years as well. I'm probably one of the most pessimistic fans that you all know out there. But after our first 45 minutes back, after a World Cup break that's mid-season, to say things like Arteta's a stepping stone manager, to say things about Eddie's finishing, and I have my doubts about it more, as much as anyone, and you don't know me. But it's the first half, so we just have to see how it ends, and then it'll be one game. We have to see how we do over, because there is no other choices.
Yeah, that's
we haven't got any other options. So
people love to come and hate and criticize.
No, but you guys are acting like you're surprised. I told you this at the top of the show, especially when it comes to Eddie and stuff like that. They're going to judge him on goals scored and if we win the games. Approach play and all that's not going to matter.
And it is half time, and we are 1-0 down.
I hear it.
I don't agree with it, but I just said that at the time because I could sense the mood from the social media, from Twitter and all the rest of it. Yeah. Eddie better score. Eddie better score. This is his chance. This is his chance. And you don't like to see knee-jerk reaction, but some of that stuff that Turkish read out there.
We've all got doubts.
Yeah, it's not
Well,
knee
no,
jerk.
I mean,
I think the club are
not
aware
so
of it
much
as well.
Arteta, because I don't look at Arteta in this first 45 minutes
you
and say
can't.
anything about him, because it is what it is. You know, obviously the decision to keep Eddie, give him the contract and all of that was made in the summer, and I was hoping we wouldn't have to rely on him, because I have my doubts about Eddie, but at the same time it's 45 minutes. Who's to say he doesn't come back and score a couple and
Exactly.
whatever. We will see, and we will discuss it in its entirety after the game, but until then we don't know how this ends. We did have a lot of the ball in the first half. We failed to create real opportunities. Hopefully that changes it needs to change in the second half in order for us to get back in the game, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll see. It is half time. We are 1-0 down. And yeah, listen, show some love to NordVPN. They're bringing you this matchday experience, and check out this special from Lee and Julian.
It's like I've had no freedom to just be myself. I keep getting restricted. It's like someone's watching me at home, on the train, even in the bathroom. It's making me see red! Well, that's because London is red. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, just to be sure, I'm going to prescribe you 2 years of NordVPN. You'll feel a better sense of self when you can explore the internet with freedom. And with next generation encryption on up to 6 devices, those feelings of being watched will be gone. Does that mean I can access new content on the streaming services I've already subscribed to? Just change your location in the app. And I won't get tagged by any malware? Nord's threat protection will have you covered. And I can save money when travelling and shopping locally instead of internationally. All that plus 4 months free. Oh wow. Thank you, Doc. All right, Ty?
No, I'm not right. It's a disgrace.
Charming. Remember, with the AFTV special, you get 4 months free, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to nordvpn.com/AFTV now.
We're back for the halftime show, myself and James. Before we go into some of the tactics and thoughts and feelings of the people watching and listening, let's just quickly go into some of the super chats. Sam Atala says, with a super chat, says, Tierney looks so uncomfortable in the inverted left back, and Xhaka doesn't look the same today. And Dave Jordan, big up Dave Jordan, a regular. Oh, Dave Jordan, a regular here. Even though Eddie has been the best of the front three, it's all his fault. Golden Boy Saliba not to blame. Arteta out for giving him a contract. Seriously. Dave, I don't know what that one's about. That super chat is all over the place. But let's get into it, James. First off, we were going into a defeat currently with 1-0 from a penalty. Poor defending, sloppy from Saliba. I actually think Tierney was a bit to blame because he was out of position. Some people may disagree with me. We'll have to watch it back when they come back from their break. But yeah, not the start to come back to after the World Cup break. We expected more. But the performance hasn't been terrible, I'll be completely honest.
Far from it. I'm a big believer in football's become so tactical. Teams know how to set up low blocks and stuff now, more better than ever before, and also play good football. West Ham, in their credit, were offering a lot on the counter, and actually we were literally making that point as they then went and won the penalty. So I was, and we've got the coverage here, so we're going to have a little look at that disallowed goal. I'm a bit of a believer in you're not actually going to create 5, 6, 7 clear-cut chances in a game. And it's about what you do when those half chances come, when those spaces open up, and whether you're good enough. And Arsenal are doing very well at fashioning and opening up West Ham, I think. But they're not really doing enough in terms of actually then punishing them when those openings come. We've seen Tierney, we've seen Ben White, we've seen Martinelli. They've all overcooked crosses. Arteta's not playing. Saka's undercooked a cross. So there's a bit of a frustration from that sense. Just watching the penalty incident now, you guys can't see it, but for those who are watching it, when Jared Bowen gets in behind, but that kind of 3-on-2, 3-on-1, they had quite a few times before that. Quite often they were getting behind that press and basically just trusting Saliba and Gabriel to do the hardest thing as centre-backs, which is basically to just sweep up and deal with it. It is the knee and the contact on Bowen's left foot that kind of ensures that the penalty is given, and I think it is the right decision. But fine margins are so funny because 3 decisions have gone not Arsenal's way, and I think they're all the right decision. Disallowed goal, penalty for West Ham, no penalty for Arsenal. I think they're all the right decision, but it's so funny how the slice of it's not massive contact from Saliba, the knee to the leg.
No.
It's not massive contact from Saka's heel to Nketiah's offside. And it's not massive, you know, the
discrepancy from the head to the hand.
Well, Cresswell's arm's there, and it's like, but ultimately they came to the right decision with all of them. And Arsenal, you know, I think I don't think they deserve to be 1-0 down, but then there's no decision that's gone our way, against us that I can sort of point to as to it being undeserved. I think it's just Arsenal not making the most of their dominance.
It's funny, I did start the top of the match day live saying, you know, the referees might be the ones that decide the game, and I'm worried about them, and they've actually got everything right. But it is, like you mentioned there, it's gone against us. It does feel good to be back. It does feel good to see the play. It hasn't really changed when it comes from Arsenal's intensity and the quality. But we need to be winning. We need to be creating chances. And I know a lot of people are keeping their eyes on Eddie Nketiah. I think everyone's keeping a close eye on him. I know I watched your preview, and you asked Robbie who you're keeping an eye on. He said Martin Odegaard, who I actually believe is the key to this game. But
we need him to show his class.
Yeah, show his class where he's finding the passes, which he's found some amazing through balls, but he needs to be shooting a bit more. But a lot of people will be looking at Eddie Nketiah because obviously the Gabriel Jesus departure due to injury. Is there a drop? I think Eddie's actually had quite a good half. I just think there's definitely a drop in quality between him and Jesus, but we all know that, and that's what happens when you have a number 1 striker and a number 2 striker. But it's not something that I'm like, it's a crazy drop that can really affect us. I still think we can go on and win this game, but there is definitely...
I think Eddie's looking sharp, and Eddie's, more than any other player, been the closest to nearly getting it right. I don't think Martinelli's had a particularly impressive half. I think he's been fine. I think Saka's been fine. You know, I think they've largely both done some okay things. I think Eddie's the one who's demanding the ball the most. You know, okay, fine, he's central, so I guess that makes sense. He's the one who sort of wants it to feet. He's taking players on. He's actually showing some real intricacy in and around the penalty area, but he's just not getting it right at the very last moment, where it'd be that final pass or the shot on goal or whatever. So I think people are being far too harsh on him. I think you've got to look at what everyone else is doing to impact the game. I don't think you'll find many who are doing more right now than Eddie Nketiah, maybe some, but largely I think he's been one of our better players. I want to... I'm just going
to read the super chats before we go into the tactical pad, and James has more breakdowns. Just to remind you as well, there is 2 yellow cards to the West Ham players down the left side. I think it's something that Arteta should be, unless West Ham make a sub, should be attacking in this second half. But I don't know, super chat says, do you guys think it is a problem that Ramsdale never saves penalties? And off topic, does Pepe have a future at Arsenal? He could be a game changer now. For me, I don't think Pepe would be a game changer now personally. Ramsdale not saving penalties. I think he's actually quite good in front of goal. I don't know his penalty saving record, but I mean, I don't know. I think I don't really see us
saving penalties is like one of the last things I worry about for a goalkeeper. I think De Gea and Lloris over the years have had criticism for their penalty saving, but you face a penalty maybe once every 3 games.
Exactly.
You know, if that. Probably less.
It's down the priority list when it comes to distribution, shot stopping,
collection. Yeah, be a good shot stopper, command your area, distribution good. They all need to be more important factors. So I don't stress about it too much.
Hassan with the super chat says, Nketiah needs to give up his game. He cost us 2 chances. I think people are being very harsh on Eddie Nketiah. There's a lot of super chats flooding, so I'm just going to read through them before we go to James again. Like I mentioned, Chef says, why is Cecil wearing white and blue? Too much Argentina. Make him wear red. Low joke. Glad to see Cecil back. Eddie being himself a bum. Boys need to shoot more. Saliba top, man. Go get it. Shop.aftv.co.uk. Allow me. It is, you know, it is what it is.
I just don't know what...
He's not a butt. Listen.
I don't know what Eddie's got wrong.
There's a comment said, bro, take Eddie off, says Arsenal forever. It's like, well, what's the solution, guys? I love people. If you're going to criticise, please come with a solution so we can have a discussion about it. Jish News says, we don't have anyone on the bench, this is what I'm talking about, to come in and change the game. January will be a huge window for the Kroenke's credentials to be substantive. I think it means sustained, or maybe also substantiated. Abdullah with a super chat. Sorry, James, there's a lot rolling in. Everyone's been good. Silly mistake by Willie, but I put Zinni on to invert more into the middle. Katie overlapping isn't working.
We haven't talked about the Saliba, penalty enough. I mean, it is poor from him. It is poor. And I know he's only played 27 minutes of football the last 5-6 weeks. But that was a poor moment. And some might say he was a little lucky to get away with one at Wolves. Remember in the back of the player. Yeah. So... that is disappointing from Saliba.
But for your thoughts on the end of this super chat with Abdullah's one, maybe replace tired Saka for Vieira?
No, because I think we need Saka's unpredictability. He can go right foot, left foot. He's got goals in him.
Why is Saka tired?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm questioning. That's what I said. I was trying to highlight that. Man said a tired Saka for Vieira. I don't think that there's no.
I mean, I thought maybe he
There's no
just meant
leverage
in
in
the
that.
game he looked up. I don't know.
I don't think he even looks tired in the game.
If he's saying because he's played a lot of football for England, no, then definitely not. But
They've had
if you
plenty
think he
of
looks
time.
tired or something, then sure, maybe you react to that. But
Christian from Super Chat says Martinelli up top, Tierney on the left because the winger sits for crosses and bring in Zinni. I think that would help us expose them in this game. People obviously highlighting Kieran Tierney coming off for Zinchenko, which James did mention. I think that probably will happen as well.
I think that might happen.
Jamal with Super Chat says, James, who could come from the bench to make an impact? None! ! That's what we have been saying all along. The finishing in the last 2 games proved it, is what it is. So.
in terms of forwards, yes, there's a little lacking, maybe Vieira, but largely, I think Zinchenko does come in and make a big difference, personally.
Matt Cram says, I think we all need to start throwing respect on Big Gabby. I bet that Saliba has just as much mistakes this year, if not more, than Big Gabby. Gabriel Magalhaes fan there. Just Josh Media. Normality has returned. One of our editors, Cecil, out. Good to see you, Josh. Hope you're well. I'll come to check you in the other studio in a second. And that is it for the super chats. And keep bringing your comments. We'll be back. James, talk to us. I'll be intrigued to see if we're ready to connect to what you're gonna discuss in this section here.
I just wanted to illustrate, if production can help us out with the tactical pad, what we've been seeing in terms of Arsenal's shape, because I've been talking about, and again, I keep referencing it because it was such a good question I didn't really expect, was Turkish asking whether Eddie coming in was going to change Xhaka's role. And actually, Xhaka's role has changed a little bit, but it might be more to do with the way he wants to use Kieran Tierney.
I think so.
And I think where we expected this to be the shape, the usual 3-2-5, you know, you've got Tierney and Partey where it would normally be Zinchenko in that role. Now I think we're seeing a lot more of Tierney bombing on, Xhaka dropping deep, and Martinelli coming central so often that we're sometimes seeing Martinelli really leading the line and then Eddie pulling out wider sometimes just to have better runs at goal, and Xhaka playing a lot closer to Partey. Now, there's a couple of things, I can understand why you do that, because Tierney is a very good kind of overlapping fullback. He can run at his defender, he's got a good left foot, he can get balls into the box, I get that. But what you're doing is you're kind of removing that fear factor that Martinelli gives you on the left-hand side when he's sort of running directly at goal. You know, when he gets the ball and everyone kind of gets excited, Marte's on the ball and he's terrorised fullbacks all season. I think we've lost a little bit of that. So towards the end of the second half, we started to see Martinelli get the ball wider a little bit more, and Arsenal sort of reverting to type a little bit. But then the other thing we've lost is Xhaka's box-to-box runs. Now, there was one pass from Odegaard, and Xhaka made that run, and it looked like maybe, you know, we're going to see a little bit more of that. But largely, we've seen him closer to Partey. But I just think the other thing that Xhaka's offered is runs to the back post. And sometimes when you're playing against a low block, you want just things you can't do anything about tactically are sometimes just physical presence. If you whip it to a back post and someone's fitter, stronger than you and a better header of the ball, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. It's why Arsenal being good at set pieces this season has been a massive thing for them as well. So I just think Arsenal might need to just get Zinchenko on. I'm going to illustrate it here. Bringing
yes, please.
Off
And on
Tierney. Where is Zinchenko? I've lost him.
Does that weaken
There he is.
us defensively though, bringing Zinchenko on? Do you saying that pushes now Xhaka more forward? Is that what you just basically broke down?
I think so.
It allows him to have more freedom going forward. But is that still a worry though defensively, or do you think, you know, there's enough there to cover it? Because I think we've been exposed down that side.
I think you've just got a more natural deep-lying playmaker in Zinchenko, who feeds the ball through the lines better than Tierney, who operates in central spaces better than Tierney, who can sort of run at players. And by the way, I think Tierney, on the offensive side, has had a fine half. He's been okay. Defensively, he's not had the better of Bowen, which is disappointing, considering Bowen hasn't had a brilliant season anyway. But I don't think he'll be long. I think if we go if we go 10 minutes in this second half without looking like we're creating a lot, I think he might go for Zinchenko.
Yeah, okay, let me go back to some super chats here. HW, thank you, James, for that as well. Says, not sure why Eddie is getting much of the blame so far. Saliba looks off it, and the wingers, and been very poor, especially Martinelli. Oh, I think it's a bit harsh on Martinelli because he's got 2 players booked off his performance.
I don't think anyone's shown any real finesse in the final third.
Yeah,
and I think Martinelli is included in that.
Christian, again with a super chat, says, no, leave on Tierney, bring him further up for crosses.
They've been doing that.
There. Real Madrid, Arsenal says, upgrade on Eddie, playing for himself, not the team. Is that something to... I don't want to put harsh on Eddie, but Eddie, he does well at, you know, spinning the player, but Gabriel Jesus can hold the ball, but he brings in other players, I think, better than Eddie does, but
Gabriel Jesus is a better player than Eddie Nketiah.
That's the
we all know
that's
this.
the be all end all, yeah.
But what I won't stand for,
Is him
and I think
being
Turkish addressed it brilliantly, is first that it's only been 45 minutes, and secondly that the performance Eddie's giving is meriting all the slander and hate he's getting in the comment section. If you think he's not good enough, that is so completely and utterly fair enough. If you think we need more, and that's not an adequate backup, that is fine. But how people are watching this performance where Saliba made a big error, and probably others as well, on the penalty that was conceded, and Odegaard's got passes. Think of the one he tried to slip through to Martinelli, when he could have just gone wide to him. That was a moment in front of goal he could have done a little bit better. Saka, I think, has been fine. I don't think anyone has merited... Well, I don't think Eddie's merited more conversation about his performance than other players out there.
You're right.
I think largely all playing pretty fine.
Let me finish off this super chat before we go into the second half. Gino says Gabriel was at fault for the penalty. And then lastly, Ali says Eddie Murphy, number 14, 100k a week, BS. And we're just going to come back to the second half. Before we do that, this Matchday Live experience is brought to you by NordVPN. Thank you very much. Link in the description and click the QR code in the corner.
Yeah, so we have kicked off, and what's the chat been saying at half time?
A lot of Eddie slander. Maybe.
Well, I hate to tell you guys, this is what I said at the top of the show, didn't I? I said, unless he does the business in front of goal, people are not going to give him any leeway. And we're already seeing that. So let's hope we can turn it around in this second
Offside?
half. It's dangerous.
It looked offside.
He looked offside for
Did
a
he?
while,
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he looked comfortably
Great
on.
save from Ramsdale.
Oh, no, he was off. I think the flag went and the ref said play on. Yeah. Well done.
That was a great save, though. Worrying start for Arsenal.
Well, while I was critical of West Ham and saying, well, not critical, but I was talking about them being ultra defensive, I will say that on the counter they've offered something all game.
West Ham? Yeah. That's definitely been the case so far, but it's worrying when you're down and they still have that threat. Come on, boys. Did West Ham make any changes? No one made any changes, did they?
No.
We came straight back out.
I'm confident that we will get a couple of goals this half. I just think we need to get some more shots off. First half, we had a lot of the ball. The approach play was good, but we didn't test the keeper enough. We need to test the keeper.
Christian says Eddie and Martinelli up top might work. Thoughts, but I doubt we're going to be going two up top. And we haven't seen Arteta do that, I believe, since he's been an Arsenal manager, and he's done a fair few formations.
There might be a stage in this game where we see Arteta do that thing where he just throws everything at it. I don't know what that shows. Yeah, I don't know what that will look like. James just mentioned there, back three.
Honestly, if it's 60 minutes you haven't scored, Vieira needs to come on, and then Eddie needs to stay in the box for the Vieira crosses in. That's
a great idea.
This is good.
Zinni needs to
shoot. See that? You made the keeper. You see what I'm saying?
First decent save from Fabianski, Thomas Partey.
In the first half, he would have been looking to knock that wide or whatever.
I mean, he was going just wide, but still.
But at least it made the keeper work.
Yeah, corner
and every shot makes a team drop further and further back.
That's right.
Because they just get a little bit more. It's natural. That's the goal we're trying to protect. Let's get closer.
These corners are different from Arsenal. Always on into the where Fabianski's standing. They used to be different. They used to be like a. No, I'm not saying they're wrong because that's the.
It's Gabriel.
Right on the keeper. Like,
that's good.
He gives you've got to leave the keeper there.
So why are we doing that? What's the hope that it goes straight in? Because that's two in a row, so that's by design.
That's three.
Is that three?
Didn't Martinelli have one in the first half as well?
Yeah, there's been a few of that.
Referees goalkeepers get so much protection.
No, but Eddie doing that, you're always, because he's preventing the keeper from coming out from the ball. Really,
what did he do? Did he run into him?
No, he was just backing into it. Bit too much.
It was offside there from Antonio. Red Square says Martinelli hasn't stopped limping from that tackle. I haven't really paid mind to that, but I'll keep a lookout.
Come on, Arsenal. Come back with a Boxing Day win.
Yeah, you've got to show some character here.
Oh, that's tight. Well played.
I can't deal with the narrative. See? The World Cup.
Oh, that's a great ball.
But see, it's that where Jesus used to have a little tiny more finesse. I'm not saying that he's got that, but it's just.
I just feel like everything Eddie's going to do. Jesus would have done this. Jesus would have done that.
But there's no. Listen, I'm not coming with a solution. So it's him or.
That's a silly thing.
Bowen's had you all day, Tierney. I'm sorry, mate.
My solutions keep Eddie on Eddie's.
Just some news in from, not necessarily Arsenal related, but Big Six related. Liverpool close to reaching agreement with PSV Eindhoven to sign Cody Gakpo. Negotiations at an advanced stage. Initial fee 37 million. Moving fast, and if all goes to plan, Ford will travel for medical.
For Liverpool.
That's
Liverpool.
another player that they've nicked from Man United.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, because
That's hilarious.
the prevailing.
Look, they had Diaz out for months and they've
going
moved
to-
fast.
No, it was
Tini, I think it's. I'll tell.
the perceived wisdom seemed to be that he was going to United because of the Ten Hag links.
What's he? Oh, it's an elbow. He's saying. He's saying it's an elbow there. Let's have a look.
No, it's not. I don't think it's a foul.
I don't think that's a deliberate one. I'll tell you that.
I don't think it's a foul.
He's jumping for the ball. He's not even.
Honestly, I honestly don't think that's a foul.
Did
Do
he
you
let
see a
his
foul in there?
No, he's going for the
Did he leave his elbow out fractionally
He's
too
jumping
long?
up.
I think his elbow.
And where's he supposed to
might-
put it?
Slightly, but
That, like.
Did he leave it there though?
no. I don't think he left it there. Do you think he left it there?
No, I'm just speculating.
No, I don't think he did at all.
I think it's time for a sub, personally. I think it is.
Arteta doesn't do things like that.
Yeah, he
man.
doesn't.
You must
I
know
think
that.
it's in
by
check.
now.
Card? No, I don't think.
Arteta don't.
He's
focus on that
asking
stuff,
for red.
man.
Well, he's on a yellow card already, Burton. So.
Oh, depending on how the ref's seen that. it might
You know
be
what?
a
I've seen
chance.
us giving us a yellow. You know, seriously, when you let your elbow.
I don't think he.
Drift like that.
There was no.
He's won the
elbow,
ball.
he
He's
jumped
won the
it.
ball, and I think at worst he's caught him kind of.
Listen, I like to think that there was nothing malicious about it, but I'm just saying that I've seen those where
I don't think he's. Yeah,
the referee's booked him because he's felt that, you know what I mean, you let your elbow
There's no
out to
need
dry. a
for,
little.
there's no need for Burns to be malicious. He's on a yellow card. He's like, it's not in his character. Like, it's not like he's going to elbow him deliberately at all. Let's play. Let's go. Oh, boys, forward.
Please don't.
Where's Odegaard? Where's Odegaard here?
Go on,
Here's the
second.
key. I like how he pointed.
Great ball.
I love how he pointed then.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, it's just all a bit rubbish, isn't it? Come on. And if he doesn't win this header, they're through.
That's a foul. Play.
I tell you, we're getting away with this a little bit because they were in behind there.
Don't panic, James. Only 5 minutes gone on the first one. Still got another.
Laurie's back.
I missed you.
Let's go.
We saw how terrible France were for 60 plus minutes.
Yeah, but they had
in the
Mbappe.
World
Oh
Cup.
yeah, Killian, do you want to warm up, mate?
Yeah, they had Mbappe. There's a difference.
Unlucky. Nice.
That's good,
That's
Eddie.
Saka. Right.
That was Eddie. Come on, Partey. That was a
You
simple
gotta stop
ball.
this. Good challenge.
Well, good tackle.
Great
That's
challenge.
a really good
done,
tackle. Well
and Keep it
done.
moving.
Fixing your errors, nice. Let's go.
He does that a lot, to be fair, but I'll give it to him.
Okay.
Martin, you're the key, my guy.
True.
Oh,
Oh, yes!
he's on.
He's on!
He's on, he's on, he's on, he's on, he's on.
You look-
Get him, Saka! Get him!
Yes! Yes!
That was a missing shot, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fuck it.
Let's be honest, that was a miss-hit shot.
Fuck it. Another
Fuck it.
another assist
what did you say,
for Saka.
What did you say, Laurie? Have
You
shots?
shoot more. You said you have to shoot
No,
more.
but I said have more shots
And
on
I said
goal.
he's the key. He's the key. Reverse.
Miles on. Look at that.
You know what? Well done to Xhaka as well, because he drew that defender in
Yeah.
to keep Saka on side.
Do you want to come
Look,
up?
watch it, watch it.
Yeah.
Look, he follows him.
Know that, everyone. Well
And that's a
done to
touch
Xhaka
from
as well.
Saka as well.
Yeah.
That's touch. They're used to me giving credit now, man.
Oh, they are, yeah.
I don't know, man.
They should be. No, but sometimes they say
Unbalanced.
Sometimes they say get on the pitch and score goals, and you know what I mean. I
Yeah.
try to make sure the narrative.
1-1. Come
I'm alright
on.
now, I'm alright.
He's a happy guy.
I'm not happy, I'm not happy yet, but yeah.
Kenny's down again. Is he alright? He's on down again. What's happened?
Come on. Well played, Saka, man.
Get in.
Big Ash says Arsenal should have gone to, and bear in mind this came in before we scored, he said Arsenal should have gone to training camp in a freezing country. They would have been ready for this bitterly cold winter. Look at the results ever since the team has been back from sunny Dubai.
That was a bit harsh because when they went to Dubai last season, they came back.
That's from...
Great.
Well, they got their players back sooner.
Well, the only result so far is the Juventus one.
Or is he
This one
suggesting that we should have gone training in America and Canada?
Somewhere colder than that.
Yeah, right.
Actually, Canada's freezing. So
Yo, can we not? We just got level.
Well played. Go on.
that's
Go
nice.
on, that's a great ball.
It's like,
That was a great ball. Oh, and again.
man up, Declan Rice.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Do you know
He's so good.
this is what I mean. That didn't look that impressive, but he always.
Do you know how hard
He uses his
Why
body
does he
very
keep the
well.
ball there,
He
though?
uses his
No,
body
this
very
one,
well.
it's so hard to keep the ball, but it's not like it. When this is a credit to Saka. When he's doing it, I'm not watching some dazzling footwork or some mad. He's just his strength, his timing, his touch.
It's up there. It's you know, he knows where to put his body. He knows where to put his leg.
There was about 3 through balls then that Eddie left. I'm not saying that, but we saw what the ball says 5.
Dare I say it was Messi-esque. Come on.
He is unbelievable. Yeah,
Come on, lads. Let's build on this. Nice early goal in the second
You
half,
just
man.
think at that age you can still do that is a joke. Sorry,
We need a good cross.
We're watching Arsenal.
We need a good cross.
I remember.
Argentine.
Don't let lead judges.
Oh, come
forget.
on, man. Why are you clattering into him?
He was
He told me Messi wouldn't get into the Arsenal team before the World Cup.
You said that. Oh yeah.
Lead judges. Don't let him forget that. Forever Arsenal. Remember.
Based on what?
No, I'm not going into it now.
There's a Twitter remember page. Isn't
I
there?
guess it's not worth going
There's
into
a Twitter
it, is
remember
it?
page.
It's not yet.
Found that out recently.
Huh?
A Twitter there's a thing like remember this on Twitter like as an app page. I don't know. I found this recently.
I can't believe throughout the whole World Cup, Forever Arsenal, I never brought that up.
Yeah, how did you not?
Because he says a lot.
He says
I do love him.
Go on, Thomas.
Everyone thinks we hate each other.
it's mad because
Martinelli, come on, man.
Someone did mention that, actually, to be fair, and I kind of counted that. As
That's just poor concentration, that is.
Hunter says, Eddie with the winner. Watch this space. Listen, look,
Yeah,
I just want the winner.
I don't care if Aaron Ramsdale charges in
Nice.
and puts in with
Don't
his
foul
arse,
him.
as long as it gets into the back of the
Don't
net.
foul him.
I don't care if
Look, it's not a foul yet, ref. It's
Yeah, he's
our
giving obstruction. He's giving his obstruction.
Move! Exactly, don't do something stupid. Move off the ball, bruv!
ball. His leg.
Yeah, man, done the wheelbarrow. Remember the wheelbarrow, old school things.
You see what Xhaka did?
Yeah, straight off the
Kicked
player
off.
and then.
Do you know what? I mean, when he's on the right side of it, I do love it. He was getting it right at Stamford Bridge a lot. Do you remember?
Oh, what a ball,
that
Gabriel.
was nice. That was nice.
That was nice. Come on, Arsenal.
You're not on side, Eddie, my friend. You're calling for it. Just step. I think there's Tierney's in. I don't know.
The left-hand side hasn't been right, if I'm
Two
honest.
checks, pushes.
I think Martinelli's been worse than Tierney, though. That's the.
Yeah.
Really, yeah?
Yeah. 100%.
I think so too.
How many
Serious?
chances in the first half did Martinelli had coming into the box?
No, but
and
Martin's
nothing
got 2 man. Yeah, I hear that. He's affected the game more. Surely 2 yellow cards. Tierney doesn't like. If we see a red card now from that side, you'd say something different. I don't know.
Nice, cool finish here as well.
How many is that for him now? 5.
I love when they finesse it.
Yeah.
I think that's 5.
It's 5 or 6.
6. It's 5 or 6.
I think it's 5, but
I think it's 5.
What's that?
Bukayo Saka goal.
Might even be 4.
I think 6
No,
for the
it's-
season.
I think it's
What, in the league?
League
for
4.
the season.
Yeah, I told you. Listen,
We've
man.
been researching, really?
No, I
that's
just
4
know my
before
team,
this
bro.
goal.
Oh yeah, I think that's 4 before. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it should be 5 then.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, they might not added it yet.
You can hear everyone.
Yeah, but it's nice. The whole does. It's good though.
Usman says, do you think that was a shot or a pass from Odegaard? I think it was a shot.
It's a
Absolute
missing shot.
Yeah.
He might do the interview after. But no, I met. I see fit. Them players.
No,
There's
he's
always
more-
a little bit of there's a lack of backlift when it's a fake pass, you know. There's a little dinky kind of movement.
That's a foul.
To me, that was a misfit shot, but hey, we'll take it.
Saka.
Nice.
Couldn't get bodied.
Nice.
Strong, isn't it?
So strong.
I want to speak to Dan again.
Big
We've
deckers,
got to get this right now, come
Big
on.
deckers.
Cross
Getting
it.
beaten by little Saka. What do you say about Martinelli? What do you say? Allow it. Allow it.
My
Wenger, yeah.
That was an assist by Fabianski.
Come on. Yeah,
Get
yeah,
it.
fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Both in my fantasy
Yeah.
as well. Saka and
Now,
Martinelli.
was that a cross or a shot?
Forget that was
I don't
scored.
care.
No, joking.
That's all.
I think
That's all Saka.
Sorry, Laurie.
I think it was a shot.
No, I'll take it.
I think it's a cross.
Saka, body and
Come
deckers.
on.
Where? Hey, little man Saka, you know.
Side, Xhaka assistant.
Saka, that. He had that food.
To me, that's a
Christmas
missing
dinner.
cross.
Fabianski's like no keeper should be beating at the near post like that.
That's
but it is
poor.
what it is.
Or maybe it's a shot.
It
I
is
think
what
it's
it
a
is.
shot.
Yeah,
That's a
it is
shot.
what it is. Beautiful.
It's
Fuck
poor
it,
for
I don't
Fabianski.
care how it goes in. I
But
don't care.
but Turkish, are you going to take back what you said about him?
Can we enjoy
At
it?
that time,
was it- you
he
don't
was worse
care,
than Tierney. Now, get me? Now bring on Zinchenko. I don't mind.
Yeah,
He wasn't,
yeah.
listen, I'm not gonna what's it called? Pretend I didn't say that. He wasn't playing well, I don't think, at that point.
Oh,
Like,
you said that though.
he was. I thought his
said
end
that,
product
though.
was struggling.
No, but that's all right to say that. If he weren't, he weren't.
Fair play.
But
He's
fair play,
effective.
yeah.
He's effective.
Saka and Martinelli. Come
No,
on.
but how many times, James, have we said that over the years with really good players? They're not playing well, and then all of a sudden...
Sign these contracts, lads. Sign these contracts.
Get in.
That's probably another 10k a week you want, but it is what it is.
I can see people that
I
before
just
when we
need-
was losing the hate, and I can feel like if we win, they're like, oh, it's only West Ham.
I need
16th.
Mudryk or Felix.
Oh, look, here we go.
Oh,
Ben White,
Is that
are you
Ben
kidding
Ford?
me?
Jesus
Are you
Christ.
joking?
I think, you know what it is, I think my 2 clear goals are on. I said 3-1.
Yeah.
I said
Well,
two.
let's see. Come
Let's
on.
not jinx it because we haven't won the game. Still a lot of it's still.
But we're looking good now.
What was the Forever Arsenal prediction?
Oh, they've
I
seen
think
him.
people notice Wenger's here.
Smiling. James, what was the Forever Arsenal predictions?
Oh,
Lee went 2-0, innit?
I said
Why,
1-0.
Shaka, why are you doing
I
that?
don't, yeah, I don't
Lee
think.
went 2-0.
I don't know.
I said
We
my
need to put
2
them in the
clear
group
goals.
straight after,
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
can
we
kind
should,
of
yeah.
remember them.
If anyone out there watching us live now, watches Forever Arsenal, let me know. Let me know what the predictions
The
was.
greatest podcast on
Ever.
AFTV. I'm coming for Invincibles. I'm coming for them. It's funny because Lee's on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good feeling. There's nothing like club football, though.
Come on.
I'll tell you what, I do love international
Look
football.
at it,
There's
back
nothing
in it
like
and
club
ahead
football.
in the first
Go on!
15 minutes of the
Yeah.
second.
Yeah. Good response. And this is what I was sort of saying at half time to Cecil is, I don't think, we weren't having the shots, but you could see that Arsenal were able to move through the gears through West Ham.
Yeah.
And we just, listen, you could say we've had a bit of luck, to be fair. Scuff shot falls to
Listen,
Saka. And Martinelli beats him in the
I'm gonna say, I called it. I said that we had the no, seriously, I said it. How long was I saying it? We had the possession, we had the approach play. What we weren't doing was getting shots off. Now we're getting shots off.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. You seen there, Fabianski was at fault for that second goal.
Yeah.
With a bit of luck to their
Even the
penalty as
first
well.
goal was slightly fortuitous because I thought it was a miss-hit shot. But to be fair to Odegaard, at least he had a shot. And then it ended
That's
up
what
with
I mean,
Saka.
anything can happen.
Yeah,
He was
so
the key,
you
man.
need to, in
He was the
football,
key.
you need
That
to get
is
your shots
confidence.
off.
Yeah, playing out. So
You can't just expect to walk the ball in the net.
do you think the narrative even still, like, even if we win this game, then the Eddie thing's going to be brought up, you still think that's going to be...
It'll be background noise if that happens.
Yeah.
That's what it
It'll
will
be minimised,
It'll be
but
talked
listen,
about,
I'm
but-
backing him to get a goal in this game.
Go on. Nice touch.
Cross it.
Oh.
Unlucky.
There's someone there. What's
he
why
saying,
is-
man? Where's Eddie?
I know.
I was going to say, but let me not say it. Because
It's too much.
it's just...
I was actually more looking at Martinelli.
Someone should have been near post.
Yeah.
I don't know where you
Saliba, you got... Go on!
Nice.
Cross it.
Martin. Now he's going to do some... Oh, he's getting... He's in the box. Xhaka. This is it. That's not a bad header back.
It's a corner, isn't it?
Corner? Must be a corner.
Yeah, what are you doing? It's a corner.
Yeah.
Declan, look at him.
I do.
He looks like,
something about,
fuck
he's so
this.
expressive, Declan Rice, isn't he?
He's thinking, he's like, fuck this.
Someone in the chat said the crowd are singing there's only one Arsene Wenger.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
Possibly why you panned to him with a smile.
Nice. That's nice.
Usman says Turkish, you said 3-1, James said 1-0. Remember what Lee and Jordan said, please, Usman, if you can remember?
You said 3-1.
I
Yeah.
said 2-1. Check out, it's up there, yeah, it's up there, yeah. I said 2-1 like I'm on the pod, I'm ain't fucking there. This is what I want everyone to know.
That's poor.
That is a poor cross as well.
Man, there's still a lot of time left for this game.
It was a long time.
Subs.
Look how quickly it turned around for us.
Subs.
Super chat from Big Ash. Fans chanting, there's only one Arsene Wenger. So lovely to see him in the stands for the first time. Come on, you Gunners.
That's fantastic. I really love that kind of thing.
That's beautiful, I can't lie. Hold tight, Wenger. Lovely when I
You met him, haven't you?
Yeah, I was about to say that, thank you. I'm a cunt of that.
That's why I call him Salt Bay Cecil.
Don't put my name
So
Don't do that.
Because you always,
No, I don't
any
always
photo
love
opportunity, you're there, man.
Salt me.
If you was on the pitch, would you not take pictures with the World Cup next to them, man?
No, but you don't want to. He was harassing though.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not
I
a
know
man
that,
to
but-
harass.
but-
I'm not harassing a man. Like Wenger, I didn't.
Was he at Racing?
I don't know if SK and JK might not
wasn't
say
at
the
Racing.
same, but you know, that's your guys.
No, hold to SK.
Yeah, what we didn't
Stan
see, what we
Kroenke,
didn't
Josh
see was
Kroenke.
the Stan.
Please.
Get a picture.
As you saw in the photo, they willingly wanted to come arms in arms with me. But
I heard they asked you for the picture.
They took
But you know what it is,
They asked to
though,
get a
right?
perfect one.
I bet none of those players were turning down the freebies at his restaurant, though, were they?
No, of course they wouldn't.
Exactly. So.
But he seems like he's just off his face. Though. He's a waste. Listen, he shouldn't even been there.
Yeah, but there was a lot of people that shouldn't have been there.
But true say, he was with the
Don't
FIFA
be losing
president.
that. Nice.
He was with he was with the FIFA president the day after in the
Get
restaurant.
back. It's another.
Saliba and Tony.
Centre backs.
Hold on, this will be
Get all
interesting.
open again. Good defense.
Saliba, what on?
Zaki says, loving it for Arsene Stadium, singing his name.
That's lovely.
That's
really
lovely.
nice.
Salt Bay Cecil has a nice ring to it.
Oh, fuck off. I'm sorry, bruv.
No, I've been calling you that for about a week now, man. So, but
You have been
Well, I haven't been here. Have you actually?
Yes.
Did you not get your Christmas card?
No, you little pussy. I haven't been in. That's what you've been doing. Bloody hell.
You open the card, salt comes out of it.
Every time he sees, he waves to me like this.
All right,
Salt
let's
Bay
defend this.
Cecil.
Come on.
concentration is needed.
Corner West Ham, headed
Good
out.
header. There's one team that score from set pieces.
Go on, Eddie.
Nice.
Who is
Oh,
it?
that's Saka,
Oh,
isn't it?
Sam.
They're good at, well, they were in the last couple of years, and they've been brilliant at set pieces.
Nice.
Whether they still are.
Even back to the Andy Carroll
Take
days,
touch.
I'm sorry, but Bukayo Saka waits in Declan Rice like that was quality.
Careful.
Twice as well.
Ben Rama.
It's hilarious.
God comes to help him out. Throw in to West Ham.
But I need a toilet, yes. So let's make that.
I think Man
public
City
knowledge.
are going to up that money.
What's that?
City.
What money?
What do you mean?
Or Saka.
Oh. He ain't got. Chill out, man.
They've got no chance. Or
He's gonna
have
shoot.
they? That's wild.
Ow! Fucking hell.
Who was this?
Ball hit me.
Didn't he play in the World Cup then?
Didn't land.
I don't know. I
For
don't
the United States.
I'm back, James.
Did you see this?
Oh, did he?
That didn't even clock.
What did he do?
Don't worry.
They just ignored you.
Yeah, no, it's good. Standard. Oh, look at him. You say Vamos then? Vamos.
Yeah, probably.
We've got Big Steve in the chat as well. He sends a super chat and he says, Cecil,
Oh,
that
shit.
Xmas
Oh,
sheet
shit.
is mine if City win the league. I want to frame it for the office.
Big up, Big Steve. It was good seeing you at the awards show. I was just listen, chill out. People know, man. I had it at the start of the month. I said I'll wear it for a month. As soon as the month's done, it's gone. It's a reminder. Man, I'm going on like they don't check the Premier League table and be like, oh no, we can't look at it. It's bad, bro.
I will say, I don't really understand how people didn't get it.
Are you going to
As a
give it
joke.
to him come the end of the season, though?
Yeah, he can have it if he wants. Yeah, he
That's
can have it.
good,
I don't
Eddie.
think we're going to
That's
win the
really
league. I said this. I think City will win the league. But for the month, I was enjoying. Big up, Big Steve.
With your cup of tea there, just smiling away.
I was happy.
I'm glad you did that because the last time you brought the tea out, I was on the video with you. And I was
Yeah, and you
thinking,
said, don't put me
this
in
is
this.
going to come back, but now it's that one's going to come back if anything does come back.
But my CONCACAF announcement video, I was wearing it. Like I said, I'm going to wear it at the start of the month and have it for the end of the month. First day you see a video, last day you see a video, it's gone. Boom.
Played Ramsdale.
Actually did well.
Sweeper keeper.
Big up, man. It was a good month being top. Enjoyed it. Could change, probably going to change, but
I
enjoyed the
also
month.
would have enjoyed it in Canada,
And that as
Mexico,
well.
Brazil.
US.
Going around the world. Yeah,
Argentina.
representing Arsenal, man. It was nice. People try to chat shit. I'll be like, just open up their phone. Look at the Premier League table. Or look at this. Look at this. Big up Saliba.
Right, about 25 or so minutes to go.
Man
It's
United
a much
tomorrow.
better second half, but don't ease up.
They've just
now.
got to keep their
Big Six predictions and all
concentration.
that, yeah.
That's good. Come on,
What?
When's the next show?
Thursday, next show, Big Six.
Okay, cool.
come on.
Big up Big Steve coming into the watch along. I rate that. We had a nice talk at the.
He's watching his title rivals now.
Oh, that's nice.
Finish!
Yes! Come on! Andy! Come on! I've been backing this guy. Come on!
That was
That was a good, yeah.
Yes!
Great finish.
turn on the finish.
Yes!
3-1.
Yeah, but it's still 20 minutes to go.
Oh,
true,
no,
true,
it's not. Anything can happen, but I'm so glad please be onside. Please
It was
be
onside.
onside.
It was onside. It was onside,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
come on, that was a
Yeah,
turn and a
you
finish.
turn the play. I can't.
Yeah,
He
it
rolled
must
him.
be.
He rolled him. Yeah, look.
offside.
This is class. Watch this roll. Hey, do you know what? That's to go that way as
Where
well.
are all the haters?
Come on.
Where are
Come
all the
on.
haters? Look at that. Is
Oh,
class.
he's rolled the opposite way.
That is class, and he's deserved that.
Vamos.
He's absolutely deserved that.
Vamos.
That is a brilliant goal.
Obrigado.
Yes, Eddie. Yes, Eddie.
Do you see why at half time I tell people to just take it easy? Because at
Thank
first
you.
half we was talking about Arteta stepping stone, Eddie done nothing, and all of this stuff. Listen,
Shout out to me
I
because
say
I was
it.
backing
Where
him
the haters
before
now?
the game. No, was I not?
you was.
No, you weren't.
We've all been sat here backing
No,
him,
no one's been
right?
slandering him, though.
No.
Even if we all rate him differently, we've all been back. But there are people in those comment sections at half time, and I get the stress, we're chasing a title and all that. But everyone's on him, and he'd done nothing. Okay, the odd moment here in the first half where he could have done a bit better, but he was playing well, and he did well in the mid-season friendlies as well. But people
Huncho
want to
said
get on
Turkish.
him.
What are you saying about Eddie? What? I don't understand. I actually told people to relax at half time and stop getting onto him and wait.
Shreth, love Shreth, always in the comments with us, called him a bum at half time. And this is the kind of thing, like, watch the game. He was offering a lot. He was doing well.
James's
I'm
voice.
so glad he had that goal.
Touch of Awesome says, so that makes up for his first half? Nah, it does. It does.
It does.
He did have a back.
It actually does, bro. Like,
This is what I was saying about the naysayers, though. I said that.
You're
didn't
one of them, man.
I? No, never. I backed him from the start.
You
Watch my Talk is Cheap show. I'll tell you as well.
You
I
love him
backed
like a
man.
Batman, innit?
Listen, man, we need to back him.
I'm playing with you. I'm only messing, Laurie.
But I'm glad he got his goal because, like I said, even if we'd have won today and he hadn't scored, people will still be coming for him.
I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him.
That was a very good goal. It's not like it was a scrappy.
Yeah, it was a great goal.
Great goal, well turned.
Absolutely.
Confidence is flicking.
Brilliant.
turn and finish. It was beautiful.
Go on.
Couple more super chats. Arsenal got the ball coming into the half. Let me just see
I
what
think we
happens
could
here.
go in and get 5 or 6 now.
Well, yes.
Cross.
Oh,
Corner
That
kick.
is a brilliant goal.
We have one from Ash saying, Turkish, I need you to hype Saka on the big six.
yeah. Saka needs more. Everyone needs to just talk about him a lot more. I feel like we do a lot. We do a lot as Arsenal fans. But listen, from England, even playing for Arsenal, he's sensational.
IDK says, when James said yes, Eddie, he sounded like that guy who won the family trip off Tipping Point. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. The one guy that won it solo.
I don't know that reference,
Maybe
but
not.
you show me.
Family trip off Tipping Point.
Family trip. Tipping. You win a family trip on Tipping Point.
No, that's what I'm
oh
saying,
yeah,
you
when
win.
they push it. Yeah, you get the star. I don't know if I've seen that one.
Actually, nah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Alright, cool.
I was talking about what's the other one? Chase.
Chase. Yeah, I thought that's where my head went as well.
I said, I'm not hiding. Eddie proved me wrong, and I'm
Ooh.
happy he did.
Rate that.
I
Good,
want him
love
to
that,
succeed,
thank you.
Love
but if
that.
we're a big club, there is a standard.
That's fine. And I didn't
that's
say
fine.
anyone had to rate him. I was getting on everyone who was blaming him for that first half. That was what
a
was
yellow
frustrating me. People wanted to put it on him when he looked one of the brightest.
The studio looks nice. Sorry, I've been here in a while, bruv.
Xhaka foul on Antonio.
That was he's kicked. I thought that was a yellow. That was a big jump and wrap round.
He knew it as well. That
And
probably is
Ash
a yellow.
also adds Saka, Odegaard and White have been sensational. The rest have been okay.
Who is it? Saka, Odegaard and White.
Yeah, been sensational. The rest have been okay.
I think Xhaka's second half's been very good as well.
Zinchenko coming on for Tierney now. 72 minutes on the clock. Arsenal, I say shut up shop and go for the 3-1. That's what I say.
Yeah, because of course you would say that. You
God,
bastard.
I
so
need the
happy
points
for
on
him.
Big Six, you know, I'm bottom of the table still, so.
So what, for
Are you?
Arsenal and Big Six, you both said 3-1. Do you say
Yeah,
consistent
yeah.
with your? You can
Sometimes I mix.
maximize, yeah, you
Sometimes
can-
I mix it up, but this time.
But you're top of forever Arsenal, though, aren't you?
No, I'm a point behind Lee. Lee's top.
Oh, you'd be top.
What did
of
Lee
the
go
six
for
days.
again?
2-0, you said.
I think it was 2-0 or 2-1, so either way it's done.
Okay.
That was a bit
Big up
too
Nines
easy.
as well. Sorry, just quickly.
I see it, but yeah.
Yeah, and he messaged me as well, bro. Big him up. Big up Nines.
His new album's out soon as well. I missed the premiere of it, man. I'm vexed.
You know, Ashley Waters follows you on Instagram.
Huh?
The top boy. Is
Ashley D, yeah?
Yeah, follows James.
Sorry, who follows me, sir?
A big of like
You know Asher D?
Ashley Waters from
doesn't know
Top Boy.
Ashley,
He's
he knows
massive.
Ashley Waters.
He's like, yeah, on Top Boy, he's like one of the main guys. He follows
On Twitter?
on Instagram, bro.
Really?
It's a big. It's pretty big. I think it's a pretty big deal. I was like,
Nah,
I've never
big
seen
deal.
Top Boy.
yeah, he's a pretty
Okay.
big deal. And you like Dave and that, and that's a good. Like, I don't know. Anyway, but
Oh, that's okay.
He's a
nice.
legend in the UK.
he's massive, bro. He liked the post with obviously the Kroenkes, and then on his
I've
page
been
he
meaning.
follows
I
you.
mean, everyone tells me to watch it.
pretty big deal,
I
bro.
haven't yet, but I will. Thank you.
Sorry, yeah. I just thought I'd let you know.
A few more super chats have come in.
Genuinely,
It feels a bit weird that Jesus tries so hard to score, but suddenly Eddie scores in his first full start in the Premier League. Merry Christmas.
They're changing the two.
Jesus out.
And Carlos says, I like Moyes' answer when he was asked if it was a good time to play Arsenal now. The best time to play Arsenal was 3 years ago, he said. I missed that one, but that's a good answer.
Great answer. I did not hear
And
that.
Diallo in the building. Hope you're good, my guy, and had a good weekend. The way some of our fans are treating Eddie is despicable. It's as if he's on trial every time he steps on the pitch.
That is very true.
He had a good first half. # support.
Not even just a good first half, good end to the last season, and it always seems like he's battling. And I said at the beginning, like Mikel Arteta trusts him so much. I know there's definitely a quality and a drop between them two, Jesus and him, but support him. If the club believe in him, believe in him.
3-1 up, coming up to 75 minutes gone. Hit the like button, people, if you haven't already. Show some love to the video if you're enjoying. I know we've got a lot of obs in the chat as well, but sorry, not today.
Sorry to be a big wall, but Moo Haron 123. Thank you for your message on Twitch. He said Mudryk is watching the game. He just put a story up on Instagram. He's right. He is watching.
Oh my word, he is.
He is.
He's posted the Eddie goal.
He's posted the goal of Mudryk's posted on his Instagram of him watching the game.
He's not flirting anymore.
No, this is.
Yeah, that's not flirting.
This is love making.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, this is full on. You know what I mean? But it's alright. That's good. Hopefully he'll be here, man.
He's in bed waiting for one of them man to just come join him and say, yeah, sign the thing.
This could be a long range shot. Left foot.
I've got to say, I mean, that is a lot. I tentatively asked you on a live show about 2 weeks ago. Is he trying to suggest he wants the move?
Hey, come on.
What?
Left foot shot, Xhaka, top corner.
Robbie, you're going to ruin the
role
that you're on. Yeah, you're going to ruin it right now.
Yeah, man. Come on, you're right with everything. What's going on?
Well done, Zinchenko.
He tried.
Yeah, he won the ball.
And we won it back, that's it. Luke says, just got into the Premier League from America from a brand new gooner who hates Tottenham and cheers to AFTV.
Hey,
love it.
Sounds good to me.
Welcome to the family. Welcome. Offside.
Yeah, it looked like he was off.
He was. I don't know why they put a flag up. No way.
Oh,
he put a flag up after that.
Wide, but
I think Odegaard's had a very good game.
He's the key.
Thunder says Mudryk is twerking. I love that.
He's
onside. He's not flirting anymore, man.
No, he ain't even twerking. He's busting it down right now for Arsenal.
Mudryk's next Insta post will be like an Arteta mask. Do you know, I went as Mikel Arteta for Halloween.
I wonder what Shakhtar think of that though.
Yeah, imagine if an Arsenal player was doing that for me for someone else, you would be on. Yeah, you'd be on them, wouldn't
Get rid of this guy. Can't be doing that.
No, that is a bit mad.
Obviously, we're on the other end of it, so we can enjoy it. But
no, that is a bit
Imagine he posts after this game. Great win, lads. Superb 3 points. Oh, if we win, come on, Arsenal. Don't bottle it. Let's go. Good second half.
Great second half.
I actually genuinely think it's been a good performance all round.
Yeah, I agree.
First half, we were just lacking a little something, but it was there mostly.
Laka asked Turkish, would you take Mudryk, Felix, and Memphis? I don't think we need Memphis if we get Mudryk and Felix.
Oh, go on.
I don't want Memphis, you know. Oh,
that was a bit. He knew.
It is off.
It was a bit. Just go for it anyway. But he knew.
I don't like the slowing down though, because when you look at VAR, he could be on. There's a chance that there could be a goal created from this. Oh, it feels good to be back.
A lot of Ben White love in the chat as well.
He's had a good game as well, actually.
A few checks coming off.
There's no doubt who's been man of the match, though, in my view.
Who? No doubt what?
Who's been man of the match?
Who are you going to go with?
Saka.
Really? Yeah. I wouldn't say that. I think he's been quite. I think he's done well, but I think he's been quite quiet.
No,
I think he's just kept the ball in every moment.
Instrumental, man.
I think Martin Odegaard's been instrumental.
The first goal was very important, but I think Odegaard's been over there.
Yeah, same.
Because a lot of the good stuff we did in the first half came
from
Odegaard.
Yeah.
I think Odegaard.
You guys said, commentator said, Eddie, 11 goals from 11 starts at the Emirates.
That's
My
true.
perspective is beginning to change. We need to trust the young lad and Arteta.
I always say though, 11 goals from 11 starts, so we're none of the goals from the bench. That's all I'd say. If that's just only the goals he scored when starting.
Oh yeah.
Because that can be a slightly misleading stat sometimes. But maybe it's fair. But
it's a good way to look at it, James. A good way to debunk it.
Yeah, it's just one of those like. But then I can't really think of a time he's come off the bench and scored for us.
No, I think he does. When he plays, he normally scores. Depends what games they are as well. Some of the games are like.
He did it last season.
That was such a good goal, you know, guys.
Oh yeah.
That was such a good goal.
But both goals. There was 2 good goals from this. Wait, I'm trying to think. Well, no, Martin Odegaard's was passing to Saka. What was the first goal? Remember the first goal?
No, that was you're thinking
the
the
second
Martinelli goal near post.
Yeah.
I still wonder whether there was a little bit of fluke to that. But
Nice, Xhaka.
It was good playing.
A bit heavy that ball, but
Ben White is just bodying, man.
don't get this wrong. You
No?
got it wrong.
Antonio nicks it off Ben White.
You didn't need to do that.
Should be able to deal with it. Stop the cross. You should be able to deal with
Well
this. Good
done,
boys.
Lovely.
See, that's nice. Normally
That's really
we
nice.
booted. It was panicking when they scored.
Nice, good
That's
football.
a ball. Run the
Who's
corner.
helping him then? Who's helping
Run the
him?
channel. Run, fuck it. You're
Go on,
quick.
Eddie.
You're strong. Hold it up. It's weird. It does seem.
Nice.
Lovely.
See that confidence that a goal gives you, man. You see the way he just ran with that ball there.
I wonder what the confidence would be like if he had the whole fan base behind him as well. Because Gabriel Jesus coming to the club with it. I wonder what it'd be like if he had, everyone supporting him.
I mean, the fan, especially the fans in the ground, they'll be singing his name.
True.
There's no doubt about that.
I feel for him because he ended the season so well last season. During pre-season when he was in Orlando, Florida as well, they were singing. He had a big support when he was in Orlando, Florida, them singing his name. And then, I don't know, when every time come on, it's not like he's missed massive opportunities.
All right, 10 minutes to go.
Lovely goal. Who passed it into him again? Was it Xhaka or White?
No, it wasn't
Neither.
Xhaka. It wasn't Xhaka. I don't know.
Let me have a quick check.
He was on the right side. Go on, play Eddie.
Odegaard. 2
Who's
assists for
Odegaard?
Odegaard.
Class.
Oh, good.
Same. Oh, that's a good run from Martinelli though.
Oh, that's lovely as well from Eddie.
Nice.
This is good. Fuck. This is great move. Oh, this is. I don't care if this doesn't go in.
Oh,
That is.
he
That
tried
is.
it again, but he probably should have just kept it low.
How nice it is to see our club play like this
I
again.
wonder if he
Nice.
Oh, that is done from shoot. Finish. Go.
Come on, man.
How are you doing
On
step overs in
target,
your
my
box,
guy.
you clown? Ben Rama, you idiot. Yes, Odegaard, you got to hit the target there, my guy.
just... Yeah, what was he doing?
That was so dumb in your own box.
Who was it, Ben Rama?
Yeah, that was stupid. Mo, I'm going to read out this one from Twitch because Mo Haroon gave me the info that Mudryk was watching this game, but he says Odegaard might be the greatest footballer to exist.
The greatest footballer to exist.
And he says Mudryk is really shaking Yash. Oh, he better bloody sign. I'm sorry, after all of this flirting, doing interviews and all that, watching, he better bloody. I know it's not down to him all the
It's over to
time.
the
but
clubs now.
yeah, no, it's just it. Come on.
If I'm Shakhtar looking at what he's been doing, I'm
Just
trying
get him
to,
out.
I'm trying to find the resolution to it all straight away.
Imagine Tottenham, son.
Don't. Was he linked to anyone else?
Well, do you remember when Basuma was posting on his story,
Yeah,
like,
what
the
he said.
comments of Arsenal fans being like, bring him to the carpet and stuff and all that?
Yep.
So that's Tottenham a week later.
I think his agent was.
I think
Arsenal fan
don't
as well.
underestimate Zinchenko, the part he's played in this with the Mudryk thing. I reckon he's
Maybe in terms of convincing him it's the right move,
yeah,
but
Yeah, players always have an influence on whether another player signs. Always, whether it's messaging, a connection, if you're going to live with them, all of that. Oh my.
Arsenal just playing it about.
Yeah, this is good.
Nicely moving well,
yeah,
progressing.
moving it really well.
This little
nicked it
toe
there.
there.
Why do I talk? Why do I bother? Well done.
Cleared. Super chat from Josh. Big up from Ohio. Repping my new Martinelli kit from Christmas. Shout out Laurie. Talk is cheap with you and Curtis is my favourite weekly content. Come on, you Gunners.
Thank you, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love.
Go on. When's Talk is Cheap? Is it back next week? No.
Yeah. Just got to finalise a date with
Probably
it.
be sometime this week even.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sorry, yeah, I'm so confused on what dates or what day. I don't even know what day we
What
are
day
now.
is it? Is
Yeah,
it-
I don't even know what
Monday
day
night.
it is now.
It's Monday now.
Already this week. So
Oh,
We
shit.
play again on
League.
Saturday. Don't forget.
Sorry?
New Year's Eve. We play Saturday.
I can't wait to go back and see
I will
it.
say, this isn't, and I tweeted about this because I saw Conte before the Brentford game moaning about fixtures, but this isn't as hectic a December and fixture schedule you get around Christmas.
Because
as you normally do.
That's true. So when is the game after New Year's? Is it not on the 3rd of January?
No, so we're playing 31st, but I remember Arsenal playing 26th, 28th.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a regular thing.
Yeah, that was a regular, right, James?
That was a regular thing.
And then,
Arsenal
and then the 1st.
Yeah,
I think because of the World Cup, maybe they've
you think it'd be more of a
I think 2010 we beat Chelsea like 3-1 at the Emirates, and then we honestly played our like Carling Cup team against Wigan, drew 2-2.
I remember that.
Like 2 days later, because
After Newcastle, is it Oxford?
Yeah.
I think so.
FA Cup,
So even that's got a gap because that's the 9th and Newcastle's the 3rd. So
that
you're
Newcastle game.
He's going to Oxford. I like Oxford, you know. I like Oxford, you know.
He's shooting a lot, isn't he, Odegaard?
Yeah.
Fair play.
Arteta probably
and then
stuck in.
15th is Tottenham.
Yeah, then it goes into Man
So
United.
6 days.
Then it's Man United.
Man United, yeah.
That Newcastle game's a massive game.
Massive, yeah. Because they've hit
Right,
the ground running as well.
they
Away
are.
to Leicester.
But we've got revenge for them, you know. We've got real revenge.
They ended our top 4 hopes last year.
Yep.
Now they're in a top 4 battle themselves. Sarah said Mudryk gained 7,000 followers after that post.
Sorry?
Mudryk, 7,000 followers after that post. And Diallo says, starting to think we robbed Brighton for Benny.
Yeah. Oh!
Great.
That was a defensive header. All you have to do is get a little glance on that.
I think he's given a corner.
Nah, no. Is he? You might
You giving
No, it's
he
a
might have,
great
yeah.
cross by Saka there.
Well done.
Great delivery.
Odegaard, a captain's performance. We're lucky
Yeah.
to have him. Very clever player and leader.
Yeah, agreed.
He's quality. He's absolutely quality. And the thing is, his ceiling is still off his ceiling. He's got more to come, more to give, more to bring. Captain.
When did Tierney come off? Was it at 2-1?
No.
60.
Oh.
1-1.
No, it
It
wasn't
wasn't
1-1.
1-1. It was 2-1.
It was 2 or 3.
It was 2, yeah.
Oh, another great
Yeah, I thought he was.
delivery there.
It's new corner stuff
end of
though. It's interesting. I like how we switch it up. I hope maybe like each game is different corner routine.
Nah,
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
Nice idea.
Oh,
I don't mind
that was nice from whoever that was for West Ham. But Martinelli's back and continues to throw. Don't forget, people, Premier League is back, so full-time reaction is back as well. The phone number is on your screen, guys. Yep, it's on your screen, so get your video reactions in after the final whistle. So there's still about 5 minutes of normal, 4 minutes of normal time to go, plus any added on minutes. Full-time whistle, get your videos in to that phone number. Keep it at about 60 seconds max so we can get through all of them, because I know a lot of you guys and girls out there are eager to get your thoughts and opinions in, considering the break throughout the World Cup. So phone number on the screen, full-time reaction. James will be running it. You know what it is already. Hit the like button whilst you're at it.
Nice, we're back, people. AFTV back in full motion and the boys are back.
And more importantly than anything,
I love that you paused. I love that you paused on that. And then you can see the ball there not
let
in
me
the
just
box.
live it a little bit
A little bit longer, James, yeah? Okay, fair. Well done, man. Play the
Okay,
ball, though.
nice, we come out. So, more importantly, Arsenal have come back to somewhat near the form that they had going into the World Cup. I mean, this, I think, has been a really good performance.
Yeah.
That is
agree.
brilliant.
Fantastic there. Fantastic.
I mean,
Got away with that. But actually, no, he didn't, because I say
Nah,
Saka's been,
that's
Saka's been doing that all game, but he's done well there.
that is class from Odegaard. He probably had a first half of the season that didn't get the credit it deserved, maybe.
Who, Odegaard?
Yeah.
He started getting the credit when he became our top scorer.
Yeah.
The 2 goals in the last game.
It's funny what stats can do, eh?
No, but you know what it is? I think the knock on him before is that he was playing well, but he's not quite getting the goals that he should get. A player of his ability should get. But anyway, since he's been given the captaincy as well,
But I don't think he
his
deserves...
performances have really...
I don't think he should have that pressure, though. I think if you have a killer in front of goal, Odegaard shines even more, because he's not...
Oh, look at that.
as
Look
much
at that
as
pass.
Look at it. His ability to find a pass is what is amazing.
It's nearly excellent.
Lloyd, you know what I mean? You're right, what you're saying is right, but I think if you have a really good striker, Odegaard goes... You just see how beautiful he is as a player in that position and getting assists, which I think is what he's best at. I think he's elevated by obviously getting goals as well.
Just to go through the numbers, I've just had a quick check. Odegaard's on 6 goals and 4 assists now.
Crispy.
Martinelli's on 6 goals and 2 assists. Saka's on 5 goals and 6 assists, and obviously Jesus went out with the injury on 5 goals and 5 assists. So
All comps or league?
that's Premier League. So Odegaard and Martinelli are our top scorers now in the Premier
Nothing
League.
silly. We don't want this to
And
get
Saka's our
nervy.
biggest.
Don't foul.
Oh, that's very good.
Nice.
And while you're there, I'm just going to quickly just check.
It was nice, but the corner feels a bit cheap to concede
like
there.
Eddie.
if I'm
Yeah, I don't
honest.
think it needed to be.
Eddie
I
won.
think there was more nerves about conceding a penalty than.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Eddie's
yeah,
first goal in the Premier League this season now
Nice.
as well.
Yeah.
So
Eddie's what?
first goal in the Premier
Oh,
League
yeah,
this
yeah.
season now as well. So now he hopefully starts his tally. I mean, what do you expect until Jesus is back? I mean, if he gets a nice 5, 6, 5, that's a good.
Well, it's funny because
Eddie.
we had that conversation on the Talk is Cheap, and I had it when we did the live,
Yeah.
and we were saying that our expectation for Eddie
You said
from
10,
now
didn't
till the end of the season is 10.
Yeah, you said 10. Yeah, I think I remember. I think I watched that.
I think it was
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you as well, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I think I watched you both. Sorry to bring that back up again.
We're
Yeah.
saying 10 goals between now and the
Yeah,
end of the
I think
season.
that's fair.
Well, half if he comes back and then
I
Jesus
think-
comes back
No,
in.
we're saying that from now till the end of the season.
Even with Jesus coming back in
Yeah,
and him
Because
playing.
he'll have enough starts now.
Yeah, he'll have
The
enough
bench,
starts.
You know, you want your striker to come on and bag.
Yeah.
Just a small little tactical tweak for Arsenal, which is Saka's gone to the left wing, so Vieira can go out wide right, which I guess makes complete sense. Obviously Saka, faster than Fabio, being on his left foot makes more sense, doesn't it?
Zinchenko's
Oh, my
solid
days.
since he come on as
that?
well.
Cody Gakpo, here we go.
Oh, it's done, yeah?
Yeah, 2 minutes. The deal has been signed.
It's kind of say, here we go, Mudryk, bruv. How do you just tweet in 1 minute, it's nearly done, and then
Oh,
Here we
thought
go
we were in
already.
there.
Cody Gakpo. Sorry, just to read the news here. For Richard Romano 2 minutes ago, Cody Gakpo to Liverpool. Here we go. The deal has been signed between the two clubs. Gakpo will travel to England in the next day to undergo medical tests and then sign the contract.
So we've all fit. Liverpool have Firmino, Nunes, Diaz, Jota, Gakpo, Salah.
Crazy, by the way.
And I just feel like
Carvalho,
Carvalho
I
is
feel
all-
like I'm missing one, but
No,
but you know what?
no, that is mad.
that is
Well,
one.
Klopp doesn't get backed. Oh no, the Liverpool fans are coming for me.
They're going to eat you.
Oh no.
They're going to eat you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's 4 minutes of added time.
That is big backing though, James. Well said,
We've
yeah.
already played one of them. Well, close to one of them.
Oh, they knew they were losing. Well, no, I don't think they did know they were losing Mane, but they knew there was a decision to be made around Firmino, Salah, or Mane. They brought in Diaz in January for 56 or whatever it was million. Nunes for what 60, 70.
Yeah.
And now Cody Gakpo. Fair play.
They're just testing out.
Like I rate that as a club massively, and I rate that they're backing Klopp, and I'm sure the ownership
club
stuff has to
mentality.
do with a lot of things outside just spending money. Maybe they've taken too long, I don't know, but they're spending money now for sure.
It's weird to think clubs get the chance to do that. Like they get to test out like who they want. Arsenal, it feels like you have to get the one and make it, and it has to work. I don't know. That's what it feels like. But we're very good in the market at the moment.
Guys, you want this football? Like, why do I talk? Why do I talk?
Commentators curse.
James has it to the nth degree. I swear to God. Every time he speaks, oh Jesus! Man looks like he's about to go. He's ready to go down the tunnel though. I was saying when I went to Brazil, I was just saying like I said it to Turkish off camera how mad it is that players make it all the way over to the Premier League. Like how much of a big achievement that is. Like it's so far from the UK, and then just to play football for a career in general, whether it's League One, League Two, Championship, to go from Brazil to be in the Premier League, I see why like it's such a big thing for them. Because when I was standing in Brazil, I was like, there's nothing really here. Yes, they like the favelas, the slums, and all that. I think wow, to get all the way over to England.
Did you see that debate on Twitter about what takes more talent? Like, which sport you need the most talent to play or something, or which is the hardest to play or something?
Oh no,
I think
what was up there?
I think someone who runs UFC started that
Oh,
debate.
Dana White.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Was that? Does that make sense, Turkish?
Because
Did you see this
he
pop up?
was putting down football because
Yeah.
he sees it as soccer and he sees it as a kid's game. But obviously in America, football is coming through more recently. I don't mean American football. I mean football.
Soccer, yeah, and for them, soccer, yeah.
But yeah.
So what was the logic to his argument?
I don't know. He just sparked a good debate about which sport is
One is the most skilled.
the most skilled or the hardest to play.
He
or
said
whatever.
something about
Competitive as well, I
you
suppose.
play all them minutes and sometimes it's 1-0 or something like that and you can't put the ball in. It's just a simple argument.
ridiculous.
Like. And when Dana White feels like he's right about something, he's just
He wants to. Oh, what a save!
there with the save.
After being so, look at he was like, yeah, normal. After being so quiet, Ramsdale still on his toes and awake
Oh,
to make
that was a
saves
good
like this.
strike.
That's,
That's going in
that's
as
an
well,
unbelievable save, Ramsdale. Look at him, he's
now
like,
for the strike.
yeah, normal, mate, normal.
Well, don't concede two now. mean, can you imagine
30
that?
seconds. Oh, actually, not touch wood. Yep, touch wood. Yep, I hear that.
So what was the question that you asked? Someone asked.
Well, I don't know. It just sparked a big old debate. People interpret it in lots of different ways. Like, so some might say football, soccer is the hardest to play because how many people play it and how worldwide it is. But it's not the hardest in terms of
skill.
The game is to kick a ball into a goal. But whereas there are other sports, you can't just pick up gymnastics, or I don't know. Like,
no, you can't. You're right.
I don't know.
UFC as well, mixed martial arts. It's a dangerous sport. Like, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of thoughts behind.
You can't just get two jumpers
you
and
do wonder
UFC in the backyard.
Exactly.
The purpose of this substitution, isn't it? It's less than a minute to go.
Maybe just to see it out now. Because West Ham had a couple.
Mana's fee, or parents' fee, Laurie.
It must be something like that because there's less than a minute left.
Yeah, and let the young. It's
past the 4-minute mark already. So as soon as he comes on, it's going to.
Yeah. So what is the point of this? Really?
Who was the Chelsea player who became a bit of a meme?
Running on the
it was like, there was. He was brought on, and as he ran on the referee full time,
is it to get in the medal at the end of the season or what? I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
It's done anyway.
Look,
done.
There was
yes! Well done. Come on. Hey,
we're back.
Now I don't mind going behind because it shows something else.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Save it. We got to talk after.
We've got to do the fan cams and that. But listen, now is the time. Phone number still on your screen. Get your full-time reactions in to that phone number. James will be going through them. We'll be coming in and out of it as usual. But yeah, we got the job done. Poor first half in terms of creating chances, making the keeper work, but a solid second half. First 15 minutes we come back into and take the lead, and then Eddie Nketiah gets his goal. You know, we all said he needs a goal today, and he got one, and it was a good goal at that.
Very good, very good. And big up everyone that stayed and watched with us.
I'm very pleased for Eddie because, as I was saying at the beginning, I was worried because I could just sense the mood on social media and one or two other forums I've been on. People have been very quick to minimise him and downplay him. So for us to get the win and him to score, and not just that, the quality of the goal that he scored was just brilliant.
Sublime.
So I'm really pleased for Eddie. I've got to shout out Zaka as well because to me, he was the guy that started to turn it around with the first goal and everything like that. So
great touch and a great finish.
I want to just mention on the back of what Laurie said as well. He said he sensed the mood between Eddie. Sometimes I feel like, listen, fans are all over the world have different ways of supporting, but just for me, what I've seen so far, I don't know if people saw the Mikel Arteta interview as well with Carragher and what he spoke about and how, you know, he'd come to Arsenal inexperienced and whatnot. Sometimes you've got to be proud of what you're seeing from the boys. Like, it's inexperienced player, young team, still currently top of the Premier League table. Like, there's a lot to just enjoy as an Arsenal fan, and sometimes just enjoy it. Like, we're always quick to be like on someone's fan's back or on the player's back, but just where we are right now, take it all in, man. I just think sometimes it is too negative and toxic at times, and that's not to everyone, but I have to just mention that because enjoy it, be a fan and enjoy the club, man.
Oh yeah, and I want to stress one thing, and this is like, I think this is what people kind of get confused. I have no problem with people that don't rate Eddie Nketiah. That is their opinion. I have no problem with people who don't think he's very good. That is fine. I really don't have an issue with that. What I have an issue with is when your feelings on a player skews the way you're viewing their performance so much, and people were then using that performance in the first half to call him this, to call him that, say, well, but actually, when you looked at that first half, where Arsenal were largely playing quite well, he was certainly nowhere near the worst player on the pitch. Could have done a bit better in other moments, but people want to ignore the good things he was doing. And that is what annoys me, when people are almost subconsciously, I think, judging him before they've really actually looked at what he did.
To simplify it, James, they've got an agenda.
Yeah.
These people are operating off an agenda. And as I said it, I've been like, as I was saying before, surveying the mood since the last week. And it was this constant, we're not going to do it, he's not going to score, he's not good enough, you wait, this and that, can't wait to see Eddie F up, and then I'll be able to say, I told you so. You know what I mean? It was just, I was seeing a lot of that. And I'm thinking, you know what, I really hope this guy can start. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's only one game. So, you know, we're not getting...
And he wasn't perfect today. You know, you look at that chance to Saka, he got that wrong. There were a few moments, the one-on-one. You know, he had some poor moments as well, but it's that largely he was nowhere near the worst player on the pitch, and that was the player that people kept talking about. And it wasn't in the sense of, oh, you can see we miss Jesus, which is a complete fair thing to say. It was, he's a bum, he's this, he's rubbish, get him off the pitch, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at that going, come on, really? You watched that first half and came to the conclusion that Eddie was the problem when we got 45 to go. And I'm so glad Turkish, I mean, you look at Hero now at half-time saying, let's all just calm down because we could reflect on this very differently.
Hero, man, you know, you got to do.
That's true.
Well, you know.
No, but I am one of the most pessimistic Arsenal fans. But even that, you know, seeing some of that was just like, come on.
45 minutes after the break.
And I just don't mean wait until the end of this game. I mean, you know, let's just wait to see how January pans out and just give a few games to see how they turn out. Let's get to that Newcastle, Tottenham United run in good form if possible and analyse it, you know. After a handful of games, I think that's when you got a better understanding of will it work, won't it work, is it better the same old, are doubts real, are they coming into fruition, so on. We've got a couple super chats, one for you, Laurie. Bob says, bedtime alarm, go sleep.
Yeah, Laurie loves a nap.
And Christian says, El Nene, man of the match. On that note, let's wrap up with man of the match. Let's start with you, Laurie, man of the match.
You know what, I'm going to stick to my... I think Saka was the catalyst in changing the game. I'm going to give it to him. Although, absolutely, I think Odegaard was brilliant. But I'm going to stick with Saka, man. I think he was the catalyst for turning the game around.
Great touch, great finish to get us back into it. But I'm definitely going to go Odegaard. I think even in the first half for me, he was the one that was trying to pick the lock. He was the one that was getting, you know, Martinelli into good positions. So yeah, Odegaard for me, Cess.
I want to keep shouting out Bukayo Saka, so big up for you choosing him, but I'm going to have to go with Martin Odegaard, captain, fantastic again. I'm just going to give it a quick clap. We're the only team to win today at home, so big up Arsenal there, and we're still unbeaten at the Emirates, so big up my club, we love you, what a performance, what a win.
100% record at the Emirates still.
Love it.
Which is fantastic, it's crucial. I agree on Odegaard, and I thought Ben White was brilliant as well.
Oh, good little shout, good little mention there.
He usually goes under the radar, but long may it continue. Top performances. Camille says Arsene Wenger, man of the match. On that note, people, it was good to see Arsene Wenger at the stadium. It's been a little while. Maybe waited for the dust to settle and us to maybe turn it around. Not completely, but turn it around from very toxic days, to say the least. But this has been Match Day Live. Remember, full-time reaction is round the corner, so make sure you tune into that one. Hit the like button here. Get your videos in. The phone number's still on the screen. Get your video reactions to that 90 minutes in. How much have you missed seeing Arsenal play? Thoughts on the performance all round. James will be going through them. A few of us will be coming in and out. Fan cams. Cecil's going to be doing them here. Robbie's going to be doing them at the stadium. And I think Cecil will go over and help him at the stadium too. So a lot of content still to come. Tomorrow, the return of Tactical Insight and the return of Bias Show as well. So make sure you're tuned in, make sure you subscribe, notification bell on, and a massive thanks to NordVPN for powering the Matchday experience. Secure your online activity with next generation encryption and protect your data with Nord's no log policy. You can also use NordVPN on up to 6 devices. Don't forget to scan the QR or click the link in the description for the AFTV special just for our fans. And any ops in the chat too. Here's Lee and Julian with the final word, people. Love for the love.
It's like I've had no freedom to just be myself. I keep getting restricted. It's like someone's watching me at home, on the train, even in the bathroom. It's making me see red! Well, that's because London is red. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, just to be sure, I'm going to prescribe you 2 years of NordVPN. You'll feel a better sense of self when you can explore the internet with freedom. And with next generation encryption on up to 6 devices, those feelings of being watched will be gone. Does that mean I can access new content on the streaming services I've already subscribed to? Just change your location in the app. And I won't get tagged by any malware? Nord's threat protection will have you covered. And I can save money when travelling and shopping locally instead of internationally. All that plus 4 months free. Oh wow. Thank you, Doc. All right, Ty.
No, I'm not right. It's a disgrace.
Charming. Remember, with the AFTV special, you get 4 months free, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to nordvpn.com/AFTV now.